got this one life, just got this one life. I'd like to think that it would go on forever, but I've got just one try. Yeah, I've got this one try. I remember when we were kids, you lost your parents, I heard the hymns. I swore that day that I would love you forever, if those were my last words, if those were my last words. I might never be a captain on a yellow submarine.
I might never be an actress on a giant silver screen,
but my heart will make a house standing anywhere you'll be.
and my love will hold the diamond shining far as you can see.
Oh, when we grow old with me. Oh, when we grow old with me. You've got this one light that shines all my life,
Just like a rose blooming out from this desert.
oh, I saw these two eyes. Yeah, I saw your two eyes. I might never be a singer who's been knighted by the queen.
I might never be a model in a fashion magazine,
But my heart will make a house standing anywhere you'll be.
and my love will hold the diamond shining far as you can see.
Oh, when we grow old with me. Oh, when we grow old with me. Sound as people dance from your window. If you see an Irish band, and there I stand, guitar in hand, asking for my love if I could be a man. And so when we grow old with me.
I'm fed up with changes. Come pick me up, cause I just wanna see the light. I wanna be weightless. Teach me to fly, I won't be coming down. Could somebody wake me up? I don't wanna be here and let the world pass me by. Yeah. I just see her face wherever I look. She's standing in the crowd. I don't want to, but I'm gonna try. When she left me, yeah, let a little bit inside. You know, maybe things are gonna be alright. Cause I just wanna see the light. I'm so sick of waiting and getting too restless to be in this dusty town. I've heard of this place where people forget and you get another try. So come open up my door. I don't wanna be here and let the world pass me by. I won't see your face wherever I look. I'm blinded by the light. So let go. I don't want to, but I'm gonna try. When she left me, yeah, died a little bit inside. You know, maybe things are gonna be alright. 'Cause I just wanna see the light. Yeah, I just wanna see the light.
Take everything we got, give it an honest shot. Turning it on and off, we've been sliding. Riding the highest dream, keeping the fire real. I call for you. Hold your gun, cut the wire. Aim for fun,
Hello, chatto! Welcome to Saturdat. Coming up today on Building a Nation with Treaty United. It is back into the Champions League groups after our ignominious defeat to Chelsea in the final last time. The Irish sides have been doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of shit, a little bit of some good stuff on top of that as well. The board have a new affiliate that we could potentially sign. All that and more coming up today on Building a Nation with Treaty United. And we're dancing! Camera didn't do anything, did it? I don't know what this is about. I feel like Zoidberg. The classic Mazda shirt. It's really, really hot today. So hot, my friends. I just realized that makes it look like I'm wearing no strap. Look, I am wearing shorts. I promise. It was hidden by my sub counter. Just like, chatto, today, no pants. My friends. Well, firstly, we just got through the best part. Nothing fucked up there. I guess that's a good start. Right. So, let me just turn that down a second. Oh, where do I even begin, my friends? Will the GPU comply today? Well, that is the question. I suspect no, honestly. But I have several different things in the contingency just in case that shouldn't happen. So, obviously the computer's been restarted. I haven't rolled back the graphics card stuff yet. I can't do that live anyway. So, my plan is, today, we're going with the default setup. If something fucks up, I'll just stop the stream and I'm going to try using CPU encoding to see if that takes the pressure off the graphics card a little bit. Failing that, we'll have to use the Groovy Gamers fix again. That, well, you saw what happened when I tried to do that live last time. But obviously we'll stop it and do it properly. And that should get us through the rest of the stream, but I don't know. If all that fails, it's just a case of I'm going to have to stump out a new graphics card. However, the slight issue with that is I don't think my PSU is going to be able to handle a new graphics card. I think I'd have to upgrade the whole power unit as well. And you can see how that would be a little bit scary for a start, but also more money to go down the toilet there, I suppose. But there you go. So, yes, I have a lot of things to catch you up on. First things first, we have another one of these bloody lovely affiliates. It's great. We get to pick one of these today. Reset is tech tree. Literally, it does be feeling like that. Got investment. I mean, literally, yeah. It's going to be, well, I mean, it was about 800 quid from what I was looking at yesterday. It's not great. Plus a power unit on top. Plus, you know, today's no exception. What did I say this time, Dingsdale? What did I say this time? Intake today. Maybe actually, yeah. It depends. It'll either be today or like really early on Tuesday's stream because it's usually September. So I suspect today we'll probably get about midway through. Hello? Hello? Did anyone else see my face cam just go whoop for a second there? That was odd. So, yeah, we'll have to see. That's a new fault that I'm not familiar with before. Great. Congratulations. We've introduced a new fault. Perfect. So, where do I even begin? I guess we should probably start with the other Irish sides, right? That seems like a good place to start with this. Coefficient-wise, 1.25 points, which is solid, but I'll show you for why, or for how we got to that point. It's good and bad. I'll start with the Conference League. You might notice, well, you'll notice very clearly, a distinct lack of Irish teams in the Conference League. Yeah. So we've had some disappointments. There was some good news first, which was, where is it? Oh, it's towards the top on it. Where's it gone? There. Cork City beat Sepsi of Romania on penalties. So they actually got through. So big up Cork. Big up Cork. They won the first leg really quite... They won it 2-0. I thought, oh, perfect. They're going to go through. But then they lost 3-1 in the second leg and had to rely on penalties. The point is they got through, which is good. Next round, though, is where things took a bit of a turn. As you'll see... Where is it? Cork City played against Basel. They did get a draw against Basel, but they went out 3-2. And honestly, that's not a bad result. I think they were going to struggle to get past Basel. The one that I'm more disappointed about is... Where are they? Those disappointing bastards. Shamrock Rovers, yes. So they beat Ross County 2-0. I think it was away from home as well. And I went, holy shit, Shamrock Rovers are going to do something good for us. And then they lost the second leg 4-0. And then I thought, oh yes, Shamrock, they live to disappoint us. And they have once again succeeded in their goal of disappointing us. So they did win a game, but disappointment. Now what I would say is, had they qualified, they would have played Crystal Palace. I think. One of them would have done. Where is it? Where's Palace? Yeah. So had Shamrock beaten Ross County, they'd have played Palace. They'd have had no hope in hell. I don't know who Cork City would have played had they gone through. Who did they go out to? I've actually already forgotten. I've already forgotten who they went out to. It was... Basel. They'd have played Maccabi Haifa. They might have had a chance, honestly, against Maccabi Haifa. if they'd have had... I think they could have got through. If they'd have beaten Basel, which is a tough ask, they could have maybe given Maccabi Haifa a run. Bose did good, yes. So this is where it gets a bit more good and bad. I think this is actually good. See if you agree with me on this one. So Champions League, obviously we're playing Young Boys today. You'll note Dundalk are missing. So that should tell you something. Let's go find the league path. In fact, I'll do it from this screen instead. In fact, they've been missing for a while because they got dumped out by PAOK. Home and away. Beaten 5-2 on aggregate. Now, I think the problem was in the first leg, which they lost 3-1, Alonso was sent off in the first half for Dundalk, which meant that they were basically missing their striker for most of the rest of the match. And as a result, it looks like that kind of screwed them out of that tie in general at that point. So I do feel a little bit sorry for them. But at the same time, I was a little bit happy because I quite fancy Dundalk to do okay in the lower rounds, honestly. So as a result, they dropped into the Europa League, which you'll see. I think there was a third round. Yes, there was. So they both went into this round. Dundalk beat WSG Tyrol of Austria, and Bose beat St. Gallen of Switzerland. Really strong results, I'd say. What was it? 3-1 on aggregate and 3-2 on aggregate. So they're both, this is the best part, they're both in the playoff round of the Europa League, which means we are guaranteed, well, provided we do our job today and actually get into the groups ourselves, guaranteed 3 sides in Europe in group stages. And that is sick. Now, Dundalk host against Lausanne. Bose are playing Zalgiris, of all teams. So the worst they can do is play in the Europa Conference League this season, both of them. So we're going to get at least another 8 games out of them this season, each. So that's another 16 attempts to get some coefficient points. And I think that could be worth a lot of money to us. Or not even money, but coefficient points at this point. Oh, thank you, Podgrin. Yeah, it was a weird run to the final, sort of almost understated by all the graphics issues. But the final itself was a bit of a nightmare. No graphics issues in the final, just match issues. Win a match but lose the tie. Yeah, that's literally the most desirable option. I would love both of them in the Conference League, but I have a horrible feeling that we're probably not going to get both of them in there. I suspect that I think they might both win. Yeah, I have got some new players. I've also got some sales, which I'll show you in a sec. I think Bose win that. They're playing a Lithuanian side. I'd be very surprised if Bose don't win that, and it's a shame. I would have much rather them got a draw against someone like Zenit or Olympiakos, because I don't think they would have quite got through there. Dundalk, I also think, might beat Lausanne. If they didn't, then brilliant. Because point is, we're still going to get those extra 16 games out of them. So, I say extra 16 games. 2 including these ones, plus the 6 each for the group stages too. So, I think it's good for Ireland overall. We obviously haven't played any games yet because we went straight in at the playoff round as a result of our coefficient. Because technically we shouldn't go into the playoff round yet, and not until next year. But we had that happen before because we had such high coefficient. And obviously, qualifying for a Champions League final tends to give you a lot of that. So, we're like ranked 15th in Europe now. Bose beat anyone. Yeah, they did. They beat, who was it? Was it St. Gallen? Yeah, they beat St. Gallen 3-1, and I think it was a 1-1 draw in the first leg. I can't remember if that was home or away. I always forget how this schedules it. I think it was still... Let's have a look, actually. Yeah. Oh, that was tight. And they got a red card. Oh, it was Kasomba. There you go. So, yeah, Jonathan Holton, Lewis McCann doing bits for them. Ooh, wow. St. Gallen keeper was absolutely at fault for that. So, yeah, good news there. And that gives us a grand total so far of 1.25. It's not great. When you look at the other teams around us, we have technically already dropped places because Czech Republic are losing that year, but we're at least using quite a bad year as well. Home East, thank you very much for the 11 months. And also, anonymous gifter, thank you for the gift sub to Taunicus.
Happy Saturday, everyone.
Thank you, my friend. Alice, coming in with the raid. Did I see you were playing FIFA? How's that working out for you? I've not played FIFA in such a very long time. Ooh. You can't lie to me. I get your notifications, damn it. So, where do I go next? Right, okay, so next thing to look at would be transfers. Do not let me forget to do the affiliate club thing, because we get to pick one. No, we didn't win the Champions League. We lost 3-0 at the end, sadly. By Wolves, probably, yeah. A tub of licorice ice cream. Interesting. Can't say I've ever... I don't really like licorice, honestly. So, it was not something that would have ever occurred to me. So, transfers. I've sold someone. I've sold someone quite big. Can anyone guess who I've sold? I'll give you a clue. It's someone we were looking to sell anyway. Actually, yeah, we'll do the affiliate thing while we do that. So it's the same clubs as last time. Despite us getting our new rep, they haven't let us have any new sides on this list, sadly. Yes, Basil, that is indeed correct. El Barto has left the building. And for good money. I think good money, personally. I've also sold someone else for what I think is an unbelievable deal, personally. And I've brought in a couple of guys to cover over some cracks, but we've still got 46 million in transfer budget and 103 million in the bank. We've leveled our money off without me doing anything. Sell-on clause. Not technically on him, but you'll see why it doesn't matter in a minute. Hey, Jockster. You finally got it. You've dodged it all this time. You're bound to get it eventually, right? So I guess the question is, what are we going for? We need to find another team like... Who was it we got last time? It was Pushkas. There was... I can't remember who we got last time. So we've got Jelena, Pushkas, and Starbet. Right. Okay. So we want someone with really good youth recruitment and that sort of stuff. Because this is the kind of one we're looking... This is the one where we do the recruitment through their youth academies. So, hey, Otto. So we need to make sure they've got good recruitment. If we can find someone that's got really good youth... Oh, hang on, Sepsi. Wait, didn't we just... Were they there last time? Good. They're right? Where's Toon? Where's Toon? Switzerland, Toon. I remember when FC Toon used to be like considered really good, adequate. At the moment, Sepsi would be better of the two. Hello, Pog. How's it going, love? What else is there? Colombia? No, we already looked at these guys, didn't we? Hey, King Shady. 1860 Munich. Right, you get ready for a shock. You think of yourself, historically brilliant, right? Adequate. They have been absolutely decimated. Adequate. Yes, Pog. Steps with his makeup. Yeah, he did, didn't he? GG's. Yeah. Well, that'll happen, won't it? Chukwuemeka, as surprising as that might be, again, weirdly, not that good. We looked at them last time and were very surprised by them only being good. They're still better. I'd say that they're currently the front runner still because they've got good. And that's kind of good, would you believe? Who else is there in here? Holland side. Which one? There's a lot of Holland. There's a lot of Netherlands sides. What about Cartagena? Oh, that's a Spanish one, not the Colombia one. Gil Vicente. I think we looked at them before. And they weren't all that spectacular. Adequate. Como? There's no way Como are that good, surely. But we'll have a look. Where are they? Vicenza. Where is Como? Did I miss... Oh, there they are. They're in Serie Chi. Adequate. Average. Botosani. That's the Romanian lot, isn't it? That's Shepsy. Where is it? Are they further up? No, they can't be. They're around here somewhere. There they are. Mura are surprisingly bad as well. Average. Sort by name. The problem is then we won't... It will just be full of clubs we don't want and never will want. That's the issue there. NAC Breda are surprisingly bad. Golden... No, we... Actually, Rondas. What Golden Arrows? Oh, no. Do you know who would be... Den Haag and Plovdiv are surprisingly bad as well. Just go from the top. We've done... The reason I'm not doing that is because we've looked at most of these clubs before. That's why we're going to have to look a bit further down. Because we've looked at so many of those and they just had surprisingly low... Rondas was good, was it? Adequate. Now, it could have changed to Adelaide United. What about Adelaide United for a completely different approach? Good and adequate. Vojvodina, you'd think they'd be good, but if I recall, they're only good and good. So they're about the same as Chukwuemeka. Was Orlando Pirates in there? Where was Orlando Pirates? Because that'd be good. They've definitely got a good academy. Because bear in mind, it's sorting by reputation, and as a result, you get some really good ones buried quite far down. Oh... Sunniusk? Well, we don't want them. Let's see, anything further down. Dukla Praha. Oh, God, I'd love someone like Sparta. NAC Breda are surprisingly bad as well. They shouldn't be, but they are. In terms of what we're looking for specifically. What about Budapest Honved? No, we've already got Hungarian side. We don't need two. Zamax. Where are they? Have I missed them? I know there's a slight delay on stream, so I've got to be careful here. Yeah, I think we just got to try and find some... Because what we're all doing the same thing. Is we're all looking at going, oh, I know that team's name. Ergo, they must have something to them. Adequate and average. Swiss side. Oh, Shamax, yeah. No. Adequate. Catania, yeah, they would be quite interesting. Where are they then? Catania, there we go. Average and adequate. Filtered by country. Well, there's some quite good ones in there that I think we're best to just scroll for a little bit and see what we find. SJK, Wacker Innsbruck. What about KR? Good and average. So far, the best two I'm seeing are... Dang on, did you see Zrizhny Mostar in there? Aren't they Bosnian? There. Wow. I'm genuinely shocked by that. I thought they'd at least have good. We could filter out... The problem is, in order to filter out those... Actually, yeah, we could turn them off. So if I just turn off... The problem is, it might reset the list. Hungary. Norway. Get rid of these ones, because we've already got those. Bear in mind, we want the scouting knowledge too, so there's no point in getting two from the same nation. And Slovakia, wasn't it? That'll clean the list up a little bit. Shanghai, maybe. What about Pogon? Good and adequate. No, weirdly not, Toby. You'd expect at some point... Wouldn't it be cool if you could add columns on these screens? Imagine. But no, you can't, because reasons. Let me keep scrolling. As long as we stay in the 3-star bracket, we should still get some decent sized Rakov. How dare you? Scroll back down. Oh yeah, we've already done these ones. Let's have a look at Shanghai Shenhua. Average. Wow. That Romanian academy side. Do you mean Farrell Costanza? Yeah, they are slightly too high, unfortunately. Girona. Oh, they've got the link with Man City, don't they? Where are they? I can't see Girona. I'm sure they're in there somewhere. Racing Santander. Good and adequate. Chinese come at the top of the list. I think we looked at them before and they weren't good enough. Hey, Stephen. You have Farrell. Oh, I wish I could have Farrell. Unless they're further down the list, we just haven't found them yet. Maybe they are. Did you see Craiovia in there? Because I'd like them. Oh, it's a different one. That's not the one. No, there's a different club with a very similar name. But, well spotted. Heracles. Wait. Let me look. Vile. Xanthi. Amorbieta. Is that another Chinese? Oh, it's another. I've never heard of these guys. Yeah, no. Esbjerg. Wait, was it Esbjerg? Let's have a look. Good. Ah, Esbjerg. Okay. Okay. I don't want to spend too much time on this. So, what do we think between Esbjerg, Čukarički, and Vojvodina? That's really our options. We've either got one of the two Serbian sides or Esbjerg. Hey, Daz! Because we'll still get plenty more chances to them. Denmark's regions. I don't know. Denmark do get some... Think of how many good regions we've got. Like... Be close to Norway. Yeah, but it's not about that. It's about scouting. And as long as they're not Norway, it's fine. Produce top players, but then so do Denmark. Look how many good Danish players we already have in our team. Like, we have 4 of them already. Oh. Because we haven't found that. Actually, we've got... No, I'm going to do Esbjerg. I'm going to do Esbjerg. Mainly because we're already on the page. That's literally it. We'll come back... Thing is, though, at least we know next time, though, when we... Because we'll get this same option again in another 3 months, because they're just letting us have as many as we like. Well, next time we'll just go straight for a Čukarički. Because we'll already know they're going to be there. Right, so... We'll get them to take care of that. Next thing. I got to show you some stuff. So, firstly, outs, which I promised you. Right, first thing. Cenk Bayrak is gone to Aberdeen for just under £1 million. They put a bid in. I thought... You know what? Yeah, they do. And it's really useful because it could really... That could help our youth intakes not be so shit. And it also gives us free scouting knowledge, which we really do need. We have 4 Danish internationals, and we signed another one on the last stream. So, not an international, but he will be. So, Cenk Bayrak's gone to Aberdeen for like £1 million. It's not ideal, but I don't know if there's any clauses in it or not, honestly. I'll miss him, but the man still only managed to make nearly 100 appearances, actually, in all comps, which is fairly impressive, honestly. Next up is where it gets a bit better. El Barto. I know that he's immediately got enormous value and whatnot, but there's something about him just did not suit us, and I have no idea why. He just was not good for us. I do wonder if it's because these things are actually having an effect on him for some reason, but in the end, I sold El Barto to Lille for, how much was it in the end? £17 million, which, whilst not the biggest amount of money, I thought was a decent whack of change for a guy that we paid £6 million for and was essentially our backup goalkeeper, and it allowed us to facilitate other signings. No sell on a... Actually, there might have been. I wish you could see. I don't think you can see it. I don't know if you can actually see that information. I think there's like a 20% sell-on or like profit clause as well. So we might get... Oh, hey, we're going to see it in the transfers thing, won't we? It'll be in here. There it is, El Barto. Yeah, 20% profit clause. And we're also owed another... What's that? £4.5 million. So, yeah, we will be able to sell a clause from them at some point. Did I buy a backup goalkeeper? I actually bought 2, as it goes, just to make sure that we had our bases covered. So, it's all good. We went with Esbjerg in the end. Also, I sold Kennedy to Aberdeen because we were never going to get him another loan and free money, basically. Gets him off the wage bill. Wasn't going to happen. And there was one other sale, if I recall. Oh, yeah, this is the one I'm actually kind of pleased with, in a way, because I don't think he was ever going to do much for us. This is Nicholas Dutinger. Do you remember that freebie that I picked up from Bayern Munich? £12 million to Chelsea. on a free transfer. We've made £12 million in a year. Like, I just figured that he's not the type of player that we were ever going to really find much use for. Even though he was decent, but, you know, to have him for literally 1 year and then move him on for 7.5 rising to 12 million. And that's guaranteed money as well. It's in installments. So, just a free £12 million, basically. Oh. That'll get my... Is this guy got me... Oh, yeah, no, he probably has. But... I just don't think he was ever going to fit into our style of play. And to get an extra £12 million for free, essentially, was just an absolute no-brainer in my book. So, yeah, that was all the outs I did. But there is a few ins. Some of them you'd have already seen. So, Morten Pedersen was the Danish... Now, did we sign him on stream or not? I think we did. I'm fairly certain we'd arranged his transfer while we were on stream. But, yeah, £2 million. For me, he's the future of left-back at Denmark. Next gen Jusu. No, that's not till March. So, yeah. 15, he's worth between 12.5 and 15 million pounds, and we paid 2 million quid for this guy. I can't believe it. He's technically still on a youth contract because of how young he is. He's only 16 and he's already this good. I mean, he is surely the future of the Danish left back spot. And that reminds me, we can change his name now, can't we? Done. we couldn't get him in quickly. 16 work. It's the one thing that lets him down, but like, come on. 2 million quid for this guy. Like, every player has a slight issue. There's no way that this guy's not worth 2 million quid. Like, he's ridiculous. I can't believe how good he is, actually. I don't think I even have him loan listed. I think there's no reason to at this point. Thank you, Hef. Oh, up the abs. Gamps was Norwegian. Yeah, but come on, you got to. What's like towards Danish football? Let me just put a potato in my mouth before I answer. Exactly, it's going to confuse loads of people, and that's what I like doing, as you know. Also, Trufanov joined us too, but you obviously saw us sign him. That might have even been the stream before, actually. The guy from Mariupol. So he's in as well. Once again, has gained a little bit of bump in value, which is all sorted. Now, I did pick up a couple of other guys. Firstly, the goalkeeper. This is Valentino Vidovic. He is our new backup goalkeeper. So we got 17 million for El Barto, and I took 4.7 million of that and bought Valentino Vidovic. And honestly... he's got great aerial reach, great reflexes. For a backup goalkeeper, like... that's fine. He was from Dinamo Zagreb. Croatian international. What's not to like, really? For 4.7. It's just lovely stuff. I mean, he's a lot of money, but that's because he's slightly older. I think that just a backup. Yeah, just a backup. Also, I got a third backup because he was free. Varkov, yeah, in it. Jason Curtis, free transfer from Chelsea. He's not great, but I thought that for a third choice, like 17 caps for Northern Ireland, I think he was the first choice Croat goalkeeper now, or he certainly was. So he's certainly in contention in the national team side. So I picked up Jason Curtis as well on a free transfer from Chelsea, and only 22, exactly. I don't think he's got potentially very high ceiling, but at the very least, he's just in case we run into an issue with 2 injured goalkeepers. I figured for a free transfer, you know, can't really do much. He's not worth a great deal. Can we compare it to Mihov? Yes, we can. Like, he's probably going to be verging on good. Oh, by the way, Mihov, we've had some huge bids for him. Like, huge bids. So you can see where Mihov is better, is like, Mihov's just a little bit better, basically. Use my under-21 goalkeeper. We don't have an under-21 goalkeeper, really. Not as far as I'm aware. So that would be him, even though he's 22, technically. Hey, Chris. So, yeah. Mihov is just better than him, but that's why Mihov's the starter and he's not. PSG bid £27 million for Mihov. So a lot of players are currently pissed at me because I've turned down moves. You know the drill, basically. Might as well loan the Croatian guy. Why would we we've just brought him in as a backup. Why would I loan him out? That's the whole point of a backup goalkeeper. Bear in mind, he's not going to complain. He has backup squad status. Yeah, Mihov is ridiculously good. Top-level goalkeepers, they are. Particularly as I feel like a lot of the time, top-level goalkeepers masquerade as not very good goalkeepers. And what I mean by that is, I find that sometimes you'll get a goalkeeper who has all the good attributes that you'd expect to be a good keeper, and then they'll play like shit. El Barto, for example. But then you'll find a guy who's just solid, who just does the job. Isak Solberg, my Sudioska team, is amazing. And I trust him more than I don't know, you just get those keepers sometimes that just work. Even if their attributes don't look that great, it's just something about them. But yeah, so he's in as well. Now, there's a couple more I picked up. Mostly they're just cheap deals, except for one guy. So I also picked up Alejandro Larrañaga from, who was it from? Montevideo City. 700 grand. I know he's only 5'11". Improved even more. Well, he's 29 years old, so useful to other sides. No Irish side will loan him from us. I can promise you that. There's just no chance of another Irish side. We did get a rep bump, yes, as a result of winning the... winning. I wish. As a result of coming second in the Champions League, we got a rep bump, so we're now 4-star rep, which I don't think has made any noticeable difference, but I suspect we'll see it more and more as we scout new players, potentially. So yeah, Alejandro Larranaga for 700 grand. Look at his value already. He's not the tallest, but he's a solid option. I've got him listed for loan as well. He will be a homegrown player as well, which is always nice. Continental rep. No, weirdly, no. It's still national. I think Continental is like half a star up or something. Or it's because it's relative. So as far as I know, no team actually starts the game with 5-star rep. But teams get it throughout the life cycle of the match by winning things during the match. I noticed that when I was doing some tests with my other treaty database, the test database, no team actually had 5-star rep at the start. But is Roy 5? Oh, he actually bastard is. Ha! Come on, Roy. That's awesome. So yeah, Larranaga's in. And one more signing, who I'm still not sure if it was the right deal, but I thought it was worth a punt for £5 million. This is Josep Maria. My main thinking behind him was because he was a homegrown player, I felt like he could be another sort of Unai Alonso type of guy, where he comes in, he's either good as a backup, very unlikely, or we get him on loaned out, or we just sip him on for more money. Like, he's not great, but he was released by Real... Well, not released. He was listed for sale by Real Madrid for £5 million, and the scouts really rated him, and I thought, you know what? We have the money, because we just sold all the other guys. We've broken even in this transfer window so far, so technically, you're going to love this. I've made all those signings, and we still have 104 million pounds in the bank still. We've basically spent no money. It's glorious. Well, we have spent money, but we've not seen any noticeable withdrawal. The thing about Jose Maria is that he's only 18 years old, so he will be a homegrown player for Ireland too, which is sick. I don't think I'd have done it if he was 19, but, you know, any extra guy I can do that will do that. No, we have no idea what constitutes rich at the new rep. My suspicion, it was 45 million last time, roughly, so I'm trying to keep it above 60. 60 is like my lowest limit I want to go, and ideally 65, but luckily we've got 104 million in the bank. That transfer stream, holy shit. That'll probably be next Thursday at this rate. So, does that cover everything I wanted to show you? I think it kind of does, right? Obviously, the standard people want to leave. People are being... I mean, look, 33 million here. 33 million there. 22 million for Paulo Vinicius. Insane. Insane. Oh, yeah, we're going to get more Champions League money in about 2 weeks as well. So, let's go to this and try and get into a match, shall we? Hope that the graphics card works. Well, this is a good sign. The fact that we're on this page, because this is where I started noticing the issues last time, was on this screen here. Team's already set up. We're good to go. Briefing. Let's crack on. Get on in there. Sadly, I have no choice. I have plenty of choices, and I have chosen to keep scouting him. But I will do that after the stream, lol. After the match. Right. First leg. We'll get the Europa League up on the other monitor. I love being able to say that. I feel so fancy, chat. How are we doing? Well, that's good news. We're in. We're witnessing no problems so far. I wonder if it was just a case of restarting the computer and, like, resetting a few things, honestly. Because that seems totally fine. Right, we want Europa League on this one. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, they haven't. They have gone penis shape. Right, what we not to do, chat? The lesser spotted play down the wings. They're going to get an absolute hiding. Pray for the young men. They're going to need every ounce of prayer playing that system against any team we manage. An injury already for Lausanne. Watch us now lose. The GPU's jet skied itself. It does appear that turning it off and then on again has in fact worked. Imagine. It's just as well these two are right next to each other as well, isn't it? Limbombe's playing. He is. They would have had Emmett as well, but they sold him to like a team in Saudi Arabia, so, you know, huge money and all that. Pog, a coffee would be bloody delightful, my darling. My darling? Who am I? A cabbie? Right. So, yeah, a few players are unhappy. I'm hoping once the window shuts fully, that'll be fine. Obviously, we've got Oliveira, who's still a bit of a struggle bus of a player, but you never know. As long as we get through, I want to win both legs, obviously. The league has got a bit more stretched out. Paulo Vinicius, 1-0. There you go. Shriti 1, Young Boys Dale, 24th goal of the season for Paulo Vinicius. I think he gets to 40 this year. He's starting to look better and better. He's now been bumped up to what is it, 3.5 star. current ability. So now my assistant is actually picking him first choice a lot of the time now. That is a lovely assist from the Frozen Thighs, by the way. Great goal from Paolo. Good start. Is it weird that I just don't really care what happens in the other games, in the sense that I don't mind if these two... No matter what happens, it's good news for us, really. They're going to get money. They're going to get lots of extra games. Falconorsi's delivery. Palanic Mate 2-0. Come on. Pog, you're not going to be able to carry all that stuff. Oh... Do you know what, right? I feel so much more relaxed all of a sudden, just in the fact that we've been able to get into a game and not see any noticeable problems. It just makes me feel that a little bit more chill, you know? So how are you, chat? How's Saturday? Excited about the Champions League final later? I know, I've asked you. No, I've asked you that question before you've asked me that question. What is going on? It's a total role reversal. Oh, God. It's going to be May. It's going to be May. Our defense was not in sync, and, well, that's not good. Really could do without that. The big football game this weekend is tomorrow. This is true. They play football at the touring cars? One is in Monaco. Oh, that sucks. I'm just going to watch it with Pog later. It's on YouTube at least, so that makes it easier. Bows definitely do need to drop down, but I just don't think they will, unfortunately. I don't see them losing to Zalgiris as far as their quality goes.
I'm the Pope.
Oh. Jubisu! Thank you very much for the follow. With a friend who hates football. Well, then... No, Tanner, because what you do is you deliberately go to all the pubs showing it just to mess with them. Either that or you're just a really good friend. Because I know I wouldn't be. I would... Luckily, a lot of my friends like football, so it's not a problem. Sweet left foot! Thank you for the 24... That's 2 years, and Paolo's bang one in for you. Let's go.
2 bloody years.
2 bloody
What
years.
are we doing for this anniversary? It's mad to think I've been with you for longer than my current relationship. Thank you for being an excellent mentor. You are loved by all. Respect, Bruda.
That's very kind of you, Michael. You lovely, lovely man. I saw what you said on Diz's scouting center thing. I saw that clip. You beautiful man. I hate being... that's not it is, though. I just used to answer questions sometimes when you would DM me. That's all it was, you know? I was just trying to be helpful. But I'm just so happy to see how awesome you've done. It's so awesome to see. Yeah, also, Mike, we do need to plan something because Pog's off work for a couple of weeks soon. Most of my friends don't like football. Oh, just the one that doesn't. Even more reason to fuck with them, Taunicus. Volunteer's a funnel manager. The only funnel manager I want to funnel is Funnel Cake. 2 guys square up there because there was a... Hang on, sorry. There was a fight at Park Run. What kind of Park Runs are you going to, Icarus? Jesus. That's insane. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. Everyone at my Park Run when I used to go was so wholesome, damn it. Let's just get this back on the other screen, actually, while we're at it. Still 0-0, having really boring games there. Free time message today with Dex. Sick. Awesome. Because Pog's going to go see her parents for a little bit, but she's got 2 weeks, so it should be... We've had a lot of shots on target today with very little XG. I wonder if it's just because we're going too wide. But we're winning 3-1 anyway. We're going to get other Majiggy on to no longer be a friend or something. That depends if they're a Man City fan, maybe. We get Rengifo in. Take the donut out for... Oh, dear. I'll do that and then that. Drop Alaku. It's lovely having Alaku back in this team, I tell you. I'll get Pablo on for a bit as well. He needs more football. It's fight after a park run. I was going to say, to do like a 13-minute park run, you've still got time to throw hands. Nah, mate. If I don't collapse when I finish a park run, I've not done well enough. It's one... Oh, my God. Chateau? Okay. Interesting. Bows are winning, but Dundalk are losing at home against Lausanne. This makes me wonder if it wasn't such a coincidence that they lost to Pauk now. I'm not sure I trust them that much. This has never happened. Maybe it was your influence, Icarus. Whereas ED7, he's about, but unfortunately he's not quite there anymore. That and I wasn't paying attention when my bench was picked. I would have probably put him on there instead of Vosti, but it is what it is as we get another one with Stanislav Spak 4-1. So the way you get it, Valky, it could be the skin, but I don't think it is. I suspect it's to do with your... and let me just get out of this screen. I'll show you. So this thing here is draggable. But even if that doesn't work for you, I probably shouldn't do that just in case. You have to adjust your resolution or the zoom level, I believe. We get this question quite a lot, and I don't know if that's the correct answer, but chat usually does know the answer. I believe that's it. Oh, Harden, we've had no issues so far. Touching all the wood possible. Hello, Pogs. She's now touching the woods. Nice one.
I forgot to tell you yesterday, I was on the phone to Helen.
She was on the phone to Helen. Carry on. better be good. What, you called your mum when you couldn't get through to me because I was eating? Literally, Pog ran me just as I was about to start eating, and I was just like, I'm eating, love. Can't.
I was ringing you, not to tell you about the Tivoli, to tell you about the fact I saw a corgi.
You saw of course you were ringing me to tell me you saw a corgi.
But I was on the phone walking from the Tivoli to the Spoons in the middle of Cambridge, and I said, Mum, talk to Beth for a minute. And then Mum and Beth were talking, and my mum went, love you both. And Beth's like, love you, Mum, bye.
Of course. Oh dear.
It was really cute.
Yeah, does a bit. We've had a lot of shots on target here. Like a lot of shots on target. And it does appear that Bows are going to win. Maybe that won't be enough, though. Maybe they'll lose the away... It's 2-0. Well, damn it. I guess it's coefficient, right? But I do suspect they're going to get absolutely... What I would say, though, the one thing that Bows might have on their side, they have a higher individual coefficient than Dundalk do, because of their knockout runs in the Conference League once or twice. So they actually might be a pot 3 side, potentially. More likely to be one than Dundalk are, ironically. So it could still be okay. Let's see. Paolo gives another 2 goals. Also, vibing to this song. And lots of shots off target. Well, 11. But that's actually 66% on target, which is pretty solid, I'd say. Right, so how does that do for us? That pushes us to... Oh, yeah, that doesn't do much because we're now in it, aren't we? So that actually drops it down slightly and then brings it back up again immediately. So yeah, we've got a lot of work to do this year, but at the very least, we're only losing a 6.6. So... Bad for Dundalk's economy. They've got the cash for the moment. Like, we need them to do stuff for us, not in the Champions League. 2 years of Champions League football. Who was the Branch striker? I've literally forgotten his name. I think he... That's Norway, not Bran. I think he is still on my rotation. No, he's in the under 19, isn't he? Oh, is it Matt Ors? Was this the guy? Hey, Marco. I can't remember if this is the guy or not. I mean, I am still looking at this guy, obviously, as you can see. But he's sort of quite expensive. He's fine. I guess it depends on how much money he'd cost, right? What's a reasonable price for Matt's arse? Based... With his, bear in mind, his name also factors into the price. That's worth an extra 500k, surely, just for his name. 700 grand? No way it'd be 700 grand. It's more like, he's going to be more like 2.5, I suspect. Hey, Pixel Pinnin. Sponsorships now, fuck all. Absolutely fuck all. The sponsorships are absolute nonsense. Let me show you. Our, like, main kit sponsor is 135 grand a year. Additional kit sponsor 60, general competition 56, and then general 9 grand for a team that were in the Champions League final. We get less than 250 grand a year in sponsorship for a team that is in the Champions League final. It's kind of dumb, innit? But there you go. Sign anybody yet? We signed some guys in between, which I've obviously already gone through, but yeah. Not much for empty games. We won the first leg 4-1. Ticket prices now. How do you see that? Is it on general? 29 quid, and a season ticket is £530. God damn. Nightbot just knows these things. Not good corporate facilities. Perhaps, but as far as I'm aware, also, I don't think you can upgrade that. Do you remember when, I swear, you used to be able to upgrade corporate facilities? Other Irish sides, we've got 2 still in, basically. How is the stadium expansion? It's still there. Like, it's still in the planning stage at the moment. But it is happening, which is good. Didn't cost us very much money anyway. Oh, chat.
Say hello, Mum.
Hi, Helen. I'm very good. How are you?
They're on a boat.
They're on a boat? I hope they're not going to be on there for 3 years.
No. No, they're on a boat to Brixton.
Oh, right. As long as they've got, like, a clause to get out of the boat.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Dithering everyone. Oscar's on the boat as well.
Oh.
Everyone says hi, Helen, and then we've got some hello, Captain Helen as well.
The source of the jet skis could be. Oh, dear. Sorry, the moment she mentioned boat chat, you know exactly where I was going to go with this. Oh, hang on. I want to see this, actually, Slugs. At least you've got some sponsorships, right? Do we have to, like, win one? Or something? Because that's still not great, is it? I really wish they'd work on that a bit more. It's one of the very things that I would like to be dynamic that actually isn't and should be. It doesn't feel like it'd be that difficult to just have it scale, right? But life is life. Right, what was I going to do? I can't remember what we were doing. Oh, I was doing lookups. Right, I was going to do Ruben Cunha, wasn't I? That is... Got to be careful how I spell that. Like I said, they are in the Europa League playoff round at the moment. Dundalk are losing, Bows are winning. So, either way, group stages. Has left. I don't think there ever was a young Brandt striker. Not from my knowledge. If you can remember his name, then I can obviously look him up. But I assume it's this Ruben Cunha. I'm surprised this lad hasn't played for Chelsea yet, honestly. By the way, Chelsea were the team trying to sign Paulo Vinicius from us, in case anyone's wondering. They're trying to sign yet another striker from us. Yeah, I don't know what his name was, unfortunately, Mr. Progger. Oh, it's much better, Marco. It's much better for coefficient. Athlone Town takeover. Imagine. That'd be the dream. Hammervold. No. He was a youth player. But I thought the youth guy we were looking at was Matt Source. Oh, that's what we were doing. We were looking at Matt Source. Where's Matt Source gone? There he is. Got him. Scale with attendance. Yep, agreed. 100 million a year in sponsorship. Interesting. What if it's based on the leagues then? Matt Source. Oh, I don't know about that. Let's try it. Let's have a little look. Let's see what his agent says first. Right, okay, so that's not happening then, is it? Okay, that surprises me, actually. I'm a genuinely little bit surprised. Oh, good. PSG are back for me. £30 million. 30 million quid. Mental. For Luben Mihov. We paid 2.7 million for him. Outrageous. Well, I mean, Dundalk very well could end up doing exactly that as things stand. Now, is there anyone else I can register here? Ilya Keating. We've got... No, we're maxed out. Danko's counted already. Keating I don't really care about because he's not our player. Milosevic, I took him out so I could bring Danko in. Or rather, no, I took him out so I can bring someone else in. Vidovic needed to be in there. Jovetic is under 21. Pablo Rodriguez is under 21. Martins is Martins. And the rest of these guys are all under 21 players. So I think the only guys that were left out are guys that I'm not too fussed about being out. You know, it's Roy Galvin, though, registered. Yeah, we are a Champions League finalist, but as of course, you know how these things go. So there we go. Another club. We now have 4 of those cheeky affiliates that we like. So we've got Esbjerg, Jelena, Pushkas Academy, and Starbek. And all of them... what? Oh, that's Athlone. All of them have that beautiful clause about them coming through our youth academy. Oh. No, we haven't had a youth intake. Oh, no, we must have had a youth intake preview. I assume it was dog shit. I definitely remember that. I thought it was at Christensen, Mr. Progger. Was that a centre-back? Nah. We get the reports through, but, like, they're not good enough to really want us. They could sign for us. Their youth academies are potentially quite good, but not their actual first teams. It can only go up from there. This is very true. Nketiah! I think he might have retired. Yeah. Oh, wait, am I spelling Nketiah right? Yeah, I am. I suspect he's... Because Eddie Nketiah's not as young as people think, is he? Will yeah, the striker will get poached, of course. How bad is your youth setup? I don't know. It's not great. I must admit, our youth setup is only exceptional and great and exceptional, in fairness. So I can understand why we would get half-star youth intakes every year. It does make sense. We also have an outrageous head of youth development, so it does make sense that we'd get shit youth intakes every year. And we can't extend it any further than that, at the moment, anyway. Left out the Champions League squad. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I thought you'd get over it. Build a bridge, my friend, and get over it. And you as well. Lovely work. Good old FM, indeed. It just feels like it's completely random, honestly. Does he really? Okay. Neutronomy, if you could find that video for me, maybe dump it in the stream chat in Discord or something. I would... Don't have to, of course, but that is something I'd be very interested in watching. Vosterek. Honestly, if Celtic came in with a big bid for Jan Vosterek, I'd be tempted. I'd be very tempted. Because he doesn't suit our style. And if we could get enormous cash for him on our terms, like, say I could bid them up to like 25 million with a 50% clause, I'd be very tempted. Porto want Mate, but no one's actually put a bid in for him. They just keep getting these news articles saying they're going to put a bid in. But also, this is what I was on about with Paulo Vinicius. He is improving very nicely at the moment, and this makes me happy. Oh yeah, I'll keep him on the screen a bit longer for you. I think he is the answer to our prayers, hopefully. It's gone under the radar a bit, actually, that he has quite decent jumping reach, too. His heading is trash compared to Emmett's, but I think he's the long-term solution to us. He'll be a homegrown player. He's 20 years old still. Attribute progression. Good question, actually. Let's have a look. Maybe it's not as good as I thought, but it does feel pretty solid. First touch is up 1, marking and passing are up. Decisions is up by 3, and anticipation is up by 4. He's only been here a year and a half. Jumping reach is up by 3 as well. Wow. That's surprising. Why is that up so much? Now, I can understand why that would be up, because I've obviously had him working on his decisions and anticipation. But you can see why he's now playing a lot better. Because the issues that we had with him were things like his certain mentals, his anticipation, decisions, and off the ball. Although his off the ball was all right. But these needed to go. Look, that was 8 when he signed for us. You can see how much he was... yeah, I only signed him at the start of last season. You can see it was March 2037 that he signed, and it's only August 2038 now. So he's definitely getting better. The speed is great. Oh, his Irish name's an easy one. Paul O'Vinicius. If he ever becomes Irish. But I get the feeling that this guy is grown at all. The only way we'd be able to know if he'd grown at all would be to find like an old... oh, hang on. I might actually have an old screenshot of him. Because when I was making screenshots of players for DeGroovy Gamer... Hopefully I've still got them. The question is, where did I put them? Ah, yeah, I'd have to go find them. I don't know where they went, unfortunately. Yeah, I basically took a load of screenshots of the players for DeGroovy Gamer, and it might have Paulo Vinicius in it, because it was around that sort of time. But it might have to be just an old VOD or something. Oh, Poggy. Mainly foreign affiliates from China's... Ah, okay. But is it using the specific recruit... Because you know when you go into the... Ask about the... asking for an affiliate, there's a specific one there about, like, stuff abroad. Because we've tried that, and they've always said no. But I'll get that video loaded, because that does sound interesting. Because the problem we've had is that they've never agreed to those affiliate agreements whenever we've had to...
So, you...
Shut up. That's just giving me frame rate drops. Cheers. Cheers, YouTube. I wish it wouldn't autoplay. It's so annoying. But yeah. Nation building. It's doing okay. We're 12th at the moment. We're seeing progress now, finally, at least, which is something. Oh, hello, camera. Cheers. Thanks for that. It's not... Nothing's back to being completely perfect at the moment, it would seem, chat, but it's at least looking a bit better. Touch wood. I asked about the youth intake one and pick a Chinese team, then we negotiate later to add the commercial bit. Not a bad shout, actually. We do want a Chinese team, honestly. So maybe that's something we could look into next time instead of Chukwuemeka. Dundalk are playing... God, who are they playing? I'm still interested in this guy, by the way. Dundalk are playing against Lausanne, and Bose are playing Zalgiris. Just signed a quarterback called General Booty. Well, which team does he sign for? Has he signed for? Because I would like to support that team in perpetuity. That's awesome. My cousin was a college footballer for like a really decent school. No, sorry. He was a high school quarterback for like one of the biggest schools in Texas. I think it was Texas. Was it Kentucky? It was a huge school. And I'm fairly certain he got drafted into college. I can't remember which school it was, though. But I don't think he's like pursued it. But I think he got a full scholarship to a big university on a football scholarship. I can't remember his surname. Parker something. Parker... Nope, don't know. I literally can't remember my cousin's own surname. Oh, dear. Okay, I'll just keep scouting through some of these guys. But you can see there's some quality in here again. But once again, it's like... What the fuck? Major Booty? Eric, thank you. I don't even know what to say. That is unbelievably nice of you. 20? Are you sure that was deliberate? Like, I know I ask this sometimes, but I feel like I have to. As long as that was on purpose, thank you so much. That is unbelievably nice of you. Oh, you legend, Bay. Ah, he has grown. I realize this is off topic slightly, but look, you can't see it properly, but look, 5'11". He has grown. I have been proven wrong, finally. We now have... I know everyone tells me, obviously it happens all the time. I have still haven't managed to see proof that it happens, but there you go. He was 5'11", and now he's 6 foot. So that would explain the jumping reach increase as well. A little bit of that, I suspect. Probably why it's gone up by so much. Holy shit, Eric, thank you so much, dude. Not to distract from what Eric's just done, though, which is unbelievably kind of you, and thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, it's just incredibly generous of you. The face on that grab, you mean this face? I also, several inches. I've doubled in length. Oh, dear. There's some quality in here. He's interesting. He's interesting, too. In fact, he's very interesting. Look at him. Tackling's a little on the low side, but also won't talk to us. Let me guess. Oh, no. Fair one. He's just an girth, maybe. He's just at any circumstances. Now, this guy, I'm intrigued by. Very rarely do you see a youth player come through here that it says they're a natural ball-playing defender. Now, that could mean, though, that they've got shitty defensive attributes, and I'm worried that because of that... Let's have a look. Good personality, not the quickest, okay jumping reach, not a great deal of heading, tackling's fine. He's got really good mentals. Really good mentals. This makes Matt cry. We already know that, unfortunately. He's got, yeah, the mentals is what's standing out to me. 5'11". The jumping reach is more important than the height specifically, and as we know, he can grow. Good on both feet. But also, more importantly, my guess is just on a new deal. No. Doesn't want to join us. We've only just been in a Champions League final, in fairness. It'd be ridiculous for him to want to join us. We'll keep an eye on him, though, because I feel like these kinds of guys will come around. More of a DM, yeah, I know, but we don't use DMs. And I've kind of come round to the idea of slightly shorter centre-backs, provided that they are unbelievably overpowered in other areas. A la Sarria, the guy I signed for Tromsø, because he was great, despite being a shorty. Like, he was 5'9" for a centre-back, which is pretty diminutive as far as centre-backs go. This guy's 24 million for me is just too much. He's very quick, though. But I just feel like he'd want too much money. I'll get to the other lookups in a second as well, by the way. I'm coming around to it. Priestess method. The problem is we end up paying too much to do that, and I feel like it's better to just wait at that point. Family-friendly bot. Thank you very much for the follow. Like, he's good, but I'm not sure if I want to drop £24 million on a player that would be marginally better than Espen Falkenhorst, and we also have Octavio Solis on the left side. It just seems like too much cash for me, and I think these guys have kind of served their purpose on this list now. Oh, by the way, speaking of, we're now down to only 106 players on this list now. So basically, every player we see is practically like someone we need to be looking at a bit more deeply at this point. Team report River Plate. Surely at some point that rep is going to kick in, and it's actually going to matter how good our rep is. But it still seems like we're struggling. So I'll get team reports on all three squads because we're here. God, I love having so many scouts. It makes this so much easier. Although this menu is still balked. God, I hate the one thing I hate. I'll say the one thing. One of the things I hate about FM is when you have to go like several context menus deep, and it's so hard to keep the mouse in the right place half the time. Okay, so Bose is a rotation game. Oh yeah, I'll show you the league as well because we've obviously had loads of league games in the meantime. We're kind of comfortably clear at this point now. 13 points. Dundalk still sits 17 clear of Bose, though. Bose, though, not having it all their own way. And it's starting to look a lot more like now there's an established Big Five. Scamrock, annoyingly, and Cork City are cutting everybody else adrift a little bit. And it's starting to feel a bit like these five could be the established hegemony until such time as we unlock an extra spot. Bray did get a win. Yeah, who was it against? It was against Sligo, actually. 4-star of exactly in Continental. Yeah, I think it's because it's a different continent, maybe. Belgium have produced some outrageous talents in this save. Leuven produced this guy that's one of the best players in the world. I think he's already won the Ballon d'Or, actually. But minus 64 goal difference. What's wrong with this? This seems fine to me. Also, Unai Alonso and Malta Stephenson, both on loan from us, both at Dundalk. 18 and 17 goals between them. That's insane. I got a couple more loanees as well. Something I forgot to mention. We're up to 37 now. Who are the newest ones? We just go by appearances. Papama's gone out Kylie, Sarai. Balanta is gone to Cork. Perez went to, I think, and Faton. Oh yeah, Faton Cake's gone to Waterford and Thomas Carlson's gone to Sligo. So a couple of extra guys have now got more loans, which is just nice. Just extra loanees doing their thing. I assume Demiri's still at the top of this. Demiri is absolutely smashing it at Dundalk. He's just so good. I believe it is, Jacosi. I'm hoping that there'll be a way that we can just circumvent it. In theory. I love they keep saying Palanek Mate on the move. The man literally signed a new contract 2 months ago. He's going nowhere. Of course, he's now complaining about wanting to leave again. But, like, mate, don't sign the deal then. you know? Decaf latte. Oh, I love me a decaf latte. Yes, obviously they all want to go to Chelsea. Just loaded out the European gold. Oh, that's nice. That's something I'd like to do at some point. Oh, God. Selling with the buyback clause. The problem is selling players to... You notice how we've very rarely been able to sell players to Irish sides in this save. The reason for that is because they just won't buy your players. Because they still have to cope. They can't cope with the wages. The players don't want to leave. Most of them don't want to go permanently. So it's just... Yeah, even with wage contributions, it doesn't work. You can't even offer players out with wage contributions in the sense that you can offer players out with wage contributions, but it guarantees 99.99999% of the time that no one will bid on your player. We've tried it. It's a shame, but it is what it is. So let's see if they have continental rep. So Celtic have 4-star rep, and it's continental. Hearts have got 3.5-star rep, which is national. Rangers have 3.5-star, which is national. Ross County have 3-star. Aberdeen have 3.5-star. So my suspicion then, and this is probably what's happening here, is that the thing that makes the star ratings change is not the same as the thing that changes the actual designation of the reputation. I.e., the thresholds for the star rating and the actual name underneath it are different. That's what I assume it is. So we are a lower rank in terms of rep than Celtic, but we both have 4-star rep. But yeah, the thresholds must be slightly different for it for some reason. Because that is kind of weird that they have a team that's 4-star rep and continental, yet here we are, 4-star rep and national. The thresholds are definitely not exactly 1,000. I know that for a fact because when I was testing stuff, I was seeing things like that. The guy we sold to Nice, that'd be Admiral Ackman. He doesn't deserve that title. He's been dishonorably discharged. Yeah, I mean, he's doing quite well for them. Presumably, he's playing it. They actually have played him a few times at right back, in fairness, it would seem. Although that's mostly national team. No, it can't be. No, it can't be. So there we go. Hey, Jack, how's it going? We don't know what the new bank balance is, but given we've got so much in the bank, I think I'm going to say it's 60. I'm going to say 60 million. That's my prediction. So I don't really want to let it go to beyond 65. Go to his history. Oh yeah, we could actually. Don't know why I did that. Yeah. The history won't show you where he was playing though. It would just show you that he was playing. So we can't see what position he played in these games, just that he did. I'm gonna guess it was. Wow, that's not a very big return. Honestly, which would suggest that maybe they are playing him as a right wing back. I would have thought that if he was playing as an inside forward, he would have contributed, you know, something. Well, it's also, I mean, Jack, believe me, I was bricking it today. I was worried that the stream might not happen at all if the issues continued, but touch wood, things have been solid so far. We've got through an hour and I haven't had a single issue. Of course, now we have to play Bohemians and watch it all go wrong, but you know, it is what it is. Let's do rotation. Wait, let's do rotation. Bring in. I want to bring in Wan again. I'm starting to really like this guy. Rengifo, Solis, Halcroft, Limburg, Jovetic, Karpenu, Milosevic, Danko, Rodriguez, Vidovic. I might bring in Glutrovic instead. He's sort of become my little Ursat's backup. And I also want to bring in Manea. Despite him underperforming massively in the Champions League final, he was thrown into it, you know. It is a good rating, which suggests he's making tackles, presumably, and getting clean sheets. So I assume he is playing as a right back for them. The frame rate, yeah, so basically it was a graphics card. I still think it's going to require me to buy a new graphics card, but at least if I can patch things up in the meantime, I don't have to, like, overdo it and spend more money than I want to at a certain time. That's the issue, really. When I built this computer originally, I got such good deals and everything because I built it over 6 months. Danko's development. Ooh. It's just the lack of game time, unfortunately. Heading's gone up. Presumably because he's been working on errors. Like, he's still good and his jumping reach has gone up, as is his concentration. But, yeah, he just needs more game time. But I can't loan him out because I need him as our backup centre-back, really. Not everybody gets to the mini-kits too. Which mini-kit? Do you mean these? No. These are designated by the pre-game editor, as far as I know. I think you can do it in the in-game editor too, but obviously I don't have that switched on. Right, Dundalk. This should be straightforward. Not Dundalk, Bows. Win this match. Champions League. Oh, God. Who's getting the squad number? Jason Curtis, of course he is. I forgot about him. Everyone forgets about Jason Curtis. Ooh. Glorious. And I think we can say that. I'm so used to being hesitant when I'm managing Sunnius. I can't tell the players to ever win a match. They don't like it. Also, how mad was that last night? Coming from 8 points behind Brunda to win. Or not win, rather. But to, you know what I mean? To do all that and pull it out from nothing. Score prediction for tonight. I reckon 2-1 Real Madrid. I feel like I'd expect Liverpool to win, but I have this weird feeling that Real Madrid are going to win. Just because they're Real Madrid, they just do this. Because after about 75 minutes, Carlo Ancelotti's just going to raise an eyebrow and it'll all change. Heck, to be honest, bro, if he raised an eyebrow at me, I'd do anything he asked. A big sexy avuncular Carlo Ancelotti. I mean, oh, it was perfect. It was so good. Like, it was the perfect team to play against as well. That was the best thing about it. That we actually got to play against Esbjerg in that final game. No idea who I'm going to sign, but I guess we'll have to wait for Monday. You also might notice that I didn't get around to doing the sponsorship part in that video. That was because, with all the so basically, the reason I was so scared, I started having those same graphics card issues when I started recording yesterday's video, and that has never happened before, which makes me think that it is maybe to do with the drivers. But yeah, I managed to fix it by doing the reset thing again, but it was really scary that it happened when I was recording, because that uses way less computing power than streaming it does. So that was what concerned the shit out of me. The only Star Trek actor to win all 5 major European titles. Give it time, right? Patrick Stewart is not done yet. The man can come out of retirement as... I said come out of retirement. Come out of retirement as a footballer. Oh, I thought I was going to go in then. It does. Real Madrid's run has been genuinely outrageous. I've actually enjoyed I've watched Champions League games this season just because it's been entertaining. A rarity for me, as you know. Another cup out of the way. And back to Big Jug. Oh, one's through. Oh, good effort. What would you consider to be the scummiest manner? Like, what is the scenario that would make you the happiest? Like a 93rd minute winner that was handball but VAR doesn't give it or something. I'm trying to think what the scummiest way to win a football match would be. Can manage me anytime. I can't even name it. I've never watched Star Trek. My great auntie was a massive Trekkie. Like, she had all this like memorabilia. It was awesome. I mean, I didn't like Star Trek at the time, or do now really, but it was still awesome to see. It definitely was to do with FM22, yeah. Something they've changed in the way that I actually just couldn't possibly tell you. I don't know what it is, but something definitely changed. I don't know what his nationality is, Richard, but I'm guessing it'll be somewhere like East Asian, possibly like Laos or Cambodia or Vietnam or somewhere like that. I'm guessing, maybe Malaysian. What should be French now? Yeah, I have no idea what his nationality is, but I did see the comment about it, so I'm going to definitely check that out. A remote-controlled football? Lasers? Yeah, that'll do it. Have you guys seen the rumours about Sadio Mane going to Bayern Munich? Which, here I am. Here we are. I'm talking about football. But I saw it and I was like, that's interesting. Thoughts? Fabinho finally set up for a fair tackle. I wouldn't even consider that scummy at that point. That's just, it comes around and goes around, right? It's in full force. I couldn't care less who wins, honestly. Like, I just want it to be a good match and they have fun. Perisic to Spurs, really? Hang on, as in, is it Inter or is he somewhere else now? Isn't he like in his... Isn't he a bit old? This is where you're like, Matt, he's 26. I'd be shocked too, but then we've all had lots of shocks lately, like Mbappe staying at PSG and taking... What is that? Was it 100? That contract is absolutely obscene. 33. Best of his career. Hey, I mean, you know, age isn't everything, obviously, but it's a question of, do you think he'd actually be able to repeat that? Although, actually, if it's Conte, you never know, really. I'll bring Emmett on the left side just because we need someone to come on the pitch and get Pab on for a bit. I am like a Roman emperor. I'm just like, entertain me, footballers. I have no skin in this game. Yeah, he's basically the boss. Why would any manager, other than for just like a massive paycheck, any manager that respected their actual like integrity as a football manager and actually wanted to try to achieve something, why would you go to work under those conditions? Like, that's actually worse than a normal set of conditions, right? But I guess you'll just get someone who wants lots of money, I guess. But is that going to achieve success with them? I suppose that's sort of kind of always been the case, hasn't it, really? It is PSG, after all. The richest farmers in the world. Oh, dear. I mean, they probably spent about that just on... They'll probably spend that just on his contract, won't they? with this new contract, what was it? 100 million a year or something absurd like that? No, wait, it wasn't as much as that. Or was it? It was 100 million signing on fee, wasn't it? I'll be very curious to see what FM estimates his wages are like. Saturn a month later. I guess because they know that they're going to get the payoff. Dundalk win again. So if they know they're going to get the payoff, then what? I think Hodgson thought to himself, well, I can do a couple of months' work, get a shitload of cash, and then retire back with Mrs. Hodgson again until she gets bored of him. 53 million a year net. That is mental. So it's about $1 million a week then, just over. New budget, right then. What are we thinking? Remember, we have 106 million in the bank. Thoughts on Monaco? You found the track? No. Because I'm new to F1, I like to see racing. Occasionally, when I'm watching motorsport. And for me, when I look at Monaco, I just see a glorified speed. The race is today, is the qualifying session. When was the last time? Like, you don't even see. I swear at Monaco last time, there wasn't an on-track overtake. What's the point then? It's not a race then, is it? I guess it's just like the event side of it. Great, the historic precedents, all that crap. Great, wonderful. Not very good race though, is it? In the grand scheme of things. It's just for someone that's new to F1, watching that, I'm just like, I'm probably not going to watch it. I'll watch the qualifying later though. That's going to be great. But I just couldn't care less about the race because I'll know whoever starts first wins the race pretty much, unless there's technical faults, really. You know, Lance Stroll could start on pole and he'd probably win. You know? Oh, dear. Hey, Stephen. But that's just how it goes, isn't it? It will never go away because it's Monaco, it's very prestigious and all that jazz, you know? But, like, give a shit to me. Anyway, budgets. Bang. £60 million. Not only that, our wage budget is 500 grand a week. Holy God. Hi, Ali Teakin. Do you fancy coming back again? He still won't talk to us, if I recall. Yeah, he still doesn't want to talk to us. It's stupid, but he still won't talk to us. He's because of this stage in his career. So they'll keep it. Oh, definitely keeping. For me, I really like Mikov. Something about him, he just plays really well for us. And I don't want to lose goalkeepers that do... Fucking hell.
I'm the Pope. Cooper, take off the Pope.
Just going to get scout reports on these guys. Just because. Mr. Capitano! Thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, he didn't want to talk. When we become Continental Rep, he will. I mean, I'd see no reason why he would. The fact is, we've been in a Champions League final and he's playing for Sturm Graz and he won't talk to us. I don't see why Continental Rep would make any difference there. We've been in a Champions League final. Masters, thank you very much for the follow. We've won the Europa League. This guy, though, is intriguing. I think that part of our specific save is just completely bought. He's on a lot of money, though. That's the problem with... And he's got... How the hell has he got... He's got 15 Argentina caps and he's still at River Plate. Mental. Yeah. Probably league rep. I mean... We're technically the 12th best league now. Most importantly, higher than the league he's playing in. The only reason we lost ground, by the way, is because obviously Switzerland had that absurd season. So as a result, they just, yeah.
So I tell the swamp
like, in reality, bid for Mukoli, no point. He's on 68 grand a week at River Plate. He's not going to want less money to play for us. Nerve, thank you very much for the follow. I'm not giving a guy 100 grand a week. Not when our highest paid player's on 28 grand a week. That would be absolutely nonsensical. Because we have money currently, but we can't guarantee a Champions League final every year to get that money back again every year. We have to play this sensibly and build up slowly. Because if you blast all your money out on players on 60, 70 grand a week now, how are we going to keep any money in the bank in 2 years' time when we're not in a Champions League final every year? And then we'll go back to being... secure, all our players will be sold and we're back to square one again. We have to play very, very sensibly given how our board are, unfortunately. Our personal rep, certainly higher than Sturm Graz. How do we see it? Is it on... Where is it? We've done this before, haven't we? Got lucky with the semi-finals and quarter-final draw. We got lucky with playing against Paris Saint-Germain. Not sure I agree. My profile? I don't think it is. Oh, no, I mean, our personal reputation. I think, club list. Hang on, club. Oh, list. There we go. Sorry, yeah, my bad. Let's see. So, yeah, you can see there's lots of 5-star rep teams now. We are here. Currently. Scottish League has done really, really well in this save. They have been consistently top 6. In fact, at times they've nearly been 4th. It's outrageous. So yeah, we're down here, roughly at the moment. But most notably, clearly better than the team he's currently playing for. Wait, why are we... Oh yeah, there. So we've taken a massive step up. Actually, I say a massive step. We've probably only gone up a couple of spots, honestly, to just above Schalke, which is kind of mad, honestly. It's kind of nuts to me that we've been in a Champions League final, and yet we are still considered lower than teams like Shakhtar and Zenit, who... Yeah, that's kind of mental to me. But life goes on. I think we still have work to do, honestly. But yeah, we just have to be really sensible. Right. Well, the only thing you couldn't see was the star rate. You could see the teams. That was what mattered. Okay, cool. Who? For £5 million? Are you joking? Why the hell would I let you go for £5 million? We actually got a Tycoon takeover in this save. No, we didn't. Sorry. Ross County did. So, but then he sort of... Actually, I wonder if he's back again. Oh, hello. Next in the Champions League, we've got Young Boys in the second leg. But that should be relatively straightforward, given that we won the first leg 4-1. Just want to see. Yeah, so he withdrew his funding 3 years ago. Which is a shame, because we were kind of hoping that they'd go mental and we'd have like a really good Ross County in this save. A couple more of these guys. Also, this Ximeno Rojas guy seems to represent all of them. English or Gaelic now. That'd be English. Black and White era movies. Honestly, not particularly. I'm just gonna be honest. Ooh. Ah, he's got no right... Well, he's got a very good right foot, but no left foot. He's pretty solid too, actually. Quite expensive, but then we do have money. Just because we have money, though, it doesn't mean we need to blow it randomly on players that aren't worth it. What about this guy, Mateus Fonte? He's good, but he's not that good. Obviously, he's at PSG, so he's massively inflated, you know. Some good players coming out of... Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on just a second. He could be another one of those outrageous attacking CMs. I like him. He is intriguing. NA is annoying, yeah. I think that's because he's probably just signed a new deal, but I still really like him. Just keep going on these guys and see if there's any more that stand out. Kind of right in there too. Still a few guys that we got very little knowledge of. Yeah, that's that Emmert guy I was on about. The guy that was at Young Boys, but then they sold him to Al Ahly for not a lot of money, actually, in the grand scheme of things. It was only like, what was it, 11 million? 9 million pounds, but it's the wages, sadly. There's so many Victor Hugos. It's just like such a common name in FM saves, isn't it? Oh, is there a new season of Stranger Things out? I have forgotten that existed, honestly. Late bloomers to the party. I think they have got better at making older players have more longevity. It certainly feels like it. It feels like they've made natural fitness more important, but to the point where it actually has an effect now, it feels like. That's annoying. Oh, God. Wait, what? This guy, every 3 months, wants a new contract. Then he goes, nah, I'm all right now, actually. And then we have an argument about it. I tell him to wait to the end of the season. He gets upset. We do the dance, you know? We dance it. We dance it. It's all good. How many Victor Hugos were there? Now, the way to measure how well your save is the one where you go to the thing that, what's it? That tells you, like, you need to change your pants or something in the game status screen. Bayern want Limburg. He wants to leave, obviously, but we'll have the same thing with him. More good news. Bloody hell. Yeah, it's starting to happen for him now. Really is starting to happen. Do you remember when, on the Tromsø save, when Celtic became like an old age pensioners home for footballers? When they had like every average... Oh, did I miss it? Shit. That's the one I wanted. Ah, nice. Jesus Christ. Oh, hang on. This guy's brand new. Herman Arche. Oh, never mind. Ever sack Booty? God, no. You can't sack Booty. He's the Booty man. Scotland. Just Scotland in general. Or am I looking for anything specific? Paul Hartley's currently the Scotland manager. They're 13th in the world, in fairness. They also got to the World Cup semi-finals, by the way. Them and England faced off in the playoff for third place. It was like a Belgium-Spain final, if I recall. Yeah, Celtic had like a 40-year-old McTominay. They had like a 36-year-old Jesse Lingard. They had loads of them. Mike Butter. Mike Butter! Actually plays for Girona, like outright. Came through at Crew, of all places. Go on, give me a middle name. I dare you. Oh, they never have good middle names, or middle names at all. Andrew O'Kane obviously is ridiculous. We already know about him. Luke McKenzie, though, not so familiar with him. Came through at Ross. Oh, that's him. That's Luke McKenzie. That's the guy. Do you remember he was the guy on the next gen list that was at Ross County, and he went to City that same summer for £7 million. We nearly were able to sign him, and then he moved for £70 million to Real Madrid. Wow. Yeah, he turned out a bit good, didn't he? 400 grand a week, and he's only 25. Remember. I can't believe it's not Mike Butter. See who else they got, actually, while we're here. Any interesting names? Mark McLean, Charlie MacArthur, Michael Latter. Lots of guys at Hibs, actually. Tom Lennox. Clark Lenny as well. Not Lenny Clark. Clark Lenny here at PSG. Jeez, he's been around a bit, hasn't he? Came through at Liverpool, then went to City, then Motherwell, Hearts, Bayern, PSG. What a guy. Yeah, lots of second nationalities Irish guys. Also, this guy, Kerr Smith. Hang on, isn't he real? Yeah. Second nationality Austrian. And then we got Paul Dowley, Martin, Drew Boyd. A few English lads in there as well. I think the only real guy still left in their squad probably is... Oh, no, hang on. They've got Calvin Ramsey as well. At 35 is still in the Scottish national team. That's kind of mad, actually. Fair play to him. Zoidze. Okay, do that. 8 players up for international duty. Ringiffer. Oh, nice. Obviously, all the lads getting their Romania caps. We did, actually. That might be him. I'm certain that's him. The left-sided player that we had. Yep, that's him. That's the guy. 2024. We had him on loan from Liverpool for 1 season. Then he went to Celtic for free and then Swansea for £8,000. To be fair, that is a bargain for Swansea. 354 appearances for Swansea in the league, and they got him for 8 grand. 82 caps for Scotland for 8 grand. We paid more than that in like a month for him just to get him on loan from Liverpool for that 1 season, where he wasn't even that good. Well spotted, though. I would not have seen that. This is another guy I'm kind of interested in. Choi Tae-hoon. What we saying? He'd be available a bit cheaper. We're looking like £6 million for him, potentially. 21 years old. 15 South Korean caps. Does have injury prone, which is a slight issue there, but he has got green consistency. Why is he so cheap? I suspect his contract's coming up to an end soon. He is quick. He's got good crossing, good dribbling, good first touch. He's 6'1", has 15 jumping reach, 11 heading. Is he the sort of guy... Yeah, why is he so cheap, actually? Let's ask his agent. Doesn't want too much money. Isn't looking for, like, star player. I mean, if he wants that kind of cash... He's having it. That would give us 3 first-class options on the right with Falconos, Solis, and then our lovely Korean friend. I think he'd be the perfect signing, honestly, if we could get him. Window's still open for... I like him. Let's have a gander. 21 is a risk. Is it? Is that a risk? What the hell did I just press? There we go. He's 21 years old. He's not finished yet. Hey, geek. I'm good, my friend. How are you? Let's try it. Let's start at 2.5, though, just so that we get a little bit of a better idea. But that's the thing. I'm looking at his current ability. How much can he develop? I mean, how much does he need to develop? He's very good as it is. I'm looking at him as I like him as he currently is. I'd happily pay that, honestly. 5.5 up front with the 50 league games thing. The 50 league games is kind of like... I like the 50 league games clauses a lot this year. He is injury prone, yes, but I just really like him as a player. We've had injury prone players before that just didn't get injured. I think he's good to go. Plus, yeah, I think not every player has to be the complete product at 21 years old. I mean, how often is that the case? Players don't peak in terms of their quality really till like 27, sometimes even later than that. So I think I'm going to do it, provided he doesn't want like 50 grand a week. I think it's all good. I wonder why I didn't recognize the name. Is this game worth it? Right, okay. Ledion, have you ever owned a Football Manager game before? And if so, which one was it? These questions do actually matter. Antoine Peters has left. He was at Ghent before. He was one of the guys I was kind of interested in, but I felt that he was not really our type of midfielder. You haven't. In which case, I'd say, honestly, yes. To take a plunge on it, I'd say yes. I'd say if you already had a copy from last year's game, I say it's probably not worth it. But if you do, have you never played it before, I would say try to find a cheap deal. There's lots of decent sales on there. You can find it on various websites with a discount. Because I don't know if it's on sale on Steam at the moment or anything like that. But I would say crack on. Also, why has Ali Tikin now got a wage demand? Now, admittedly, he had wage demands prior to this. We actually had him on wage demands before. Sad thing is, his wage demand is 100 grand. That's what they wanted previously, so that's just... Is it on Game Pass? Oh, even better then. We'll see what happens. The last time we had wage demands, he still wouldn't talk to us. Oh, you're right, he did, didn't he? It was the other guy that wouldn't, wasn't it? It was Mazanchetti, the guy from Uruguay that wouldn't talk to us that I wanted.
I'm the Pope. Cooper, take off.
Marcofano, thank you very much for the follow. And welcome in, my friend. I'd say just, yeah, if you haven't bought it yet, I wouldn't bother. Just wait till 2023. I'd like to think that they'll have ironed out a lot of the issues, but a guy can dream, right? Real logos, no, that's all free. Those are all third party, so they don't come with the game, but if you once you've got it, if it's something you decide to do, we can help you get all that stuff free of charge. Nice and awesome. These guys can go. Cool. Smudge Cat, thank you for the follow. We're currently playing as Treaty United from the Republic of Ireland. Forest Save, nice. Okay, so we'll see how that stuff pans out with those transfers in a second. But yeah, all the stuff you're seeing, the extra stuff, be it logos, kits, badges, even the regen faces thing that you're seeing here, these aren't real players. That's all free to download. What season? This would be season 18. So 2038, but season 18 technically. Right, we rotate back in. He just started recommending Vinicius again, and now he's gone back to Vosterek. You big mug. Falconer, Stojanovic, Spack, Mate, Oliveira. Tasty looking bench. And it will also join us on that bench. Good. Lovely stuff. Right, this is kind of important, honestly, because not our game. As long as we win, it doesn't matter. What did you do to Roy? We did all the good things to him. Oh, yeah, by the way, Roy got the... Yeah, so those of you that missed this in the Discord, because sometimes I put updates in the Discord when I'm not streaming it. Roy got the jet ski injury. Incredibly. Hello, Pog. Jack McLeish with the gifted sub to the geek who knows everything. Everything you say. How can we prove this? By a code. 2Game, I would say, is probably the best as far as legitimate sites. And I would never recommend an illegitimate site. A jet ski injury, yeah. Incredibly, he got the jet ski injury. Like, the moment I got off stream, I went like 1 day ahead because we'd just done his testimonial and he got the jet ski injury straight away. It seems to be more prevalent this year, honestly. It's weird. Also, I didn't do sub-hype. How dare I? Dundalk are 1-0 down. Bows are 2 goals up. So we'll get it up on the second monitor. Have they gone penis again? 2Game. Yes, I believe so. Unless chat has any others. Chat might know better than me because I've not bought... I'll be honest with you, I haven't bought FM in quite a few years. And when I do, I buy it on Steam to gift it to people, so it's not the same. Hello, Pogs. Would you like to show chat your high-vis nails? Yeah. Just have to do it with this camera. I don't want to risk going to my full face cam just in case. It matches my face cam banner, though. That's what I would say.
They're properly vibrant.
CD keys, they're legit, aren't they? If I recall. There's just a few that you want to avoid because they'll sell, like, grey stuff, and yeah. 2Game are the ones that do creator codes for creators. So I always recommend it because if you can go out there and find an FM creator that you like and you can use their code, they'll get a little kickback. Not me, but there are others that do have them. Right. So, here we go. Those are mine.
So look how tanned I am compared to you.
Well, yes, because I'm a milk bottle human. You're not, you know? You've got that naturally dark skin. Comparatively speaking, to me, admittedly. Bo's already 1-0 up, yeah. No, they're not. Oh, they are, yeah. 1 minute in. I suspect that... I always thought they were going to go through, honestly. But if Bo's, you know... Oh, just wide. I don't mind if they go through. It's not the end of the world. I feel like they might have a chance at getting pot 3. Haven't got nails. Well, they're just the same colour as my hands, aren't they, really? That's how it be. Return from holiday with an actual jet ski. Do you know what, Bagpuss? I would bloody love that, and you know I've been asking for this for years. Is it 2-0 already? Oh. Oh, God. May's going to be... useless. They're not losing, yeah. Oh, they're losing again. That is very weird. I don't know why. See what I mean, though? This is why I wasn't... When I saw them lose to Palk, I was like, okay, that's a bit odd, because they comfortably twatted them a couple of years ago. They just look a bit... Oh. Bought him in yet? Not today, I don't think. We bought a load of guys in between, but that's about it. We're not really looking to sign loads of players today. We've got our budget, but that's going to be mostly saved till the actual... Bear in mind, our transfer window isn't even open at the moment, so any player we sign won't join us until... trying to think when, actually. Until January. So we'll win. I want to make sure we win this because... Well, because I'm actually not opposed to having Dundalk in the Conference League. I think Dundalk in the Conference League, if they get their shit together, could absolutely clean up. I think they could win a group. I think they could get to, like, quarterfinals. They've won matches in Champions League groups. They've taken points in Champions League groups. They're definitely a good enough side. Paolo again. Yeah, Lausanne are doing surprisingly well. Sold a lot of players. Thing is, though, one, they haven't, because I've checked. They actually signed a guy for 900k like 2 weeks ago. But also, they can't sell most of their good players because they have the good players on loan from us. So that's one of the beautiful things about the loan system that we do. It means that they can't go and exodus all their best players because we own their contracts. So we just keep them there. Yeah, apparently I do have more confidence than they do. I'm surprised by that. Their ineptitude today, honestly. So as far as I know, they've made no big sales. They have signed a guy for like 900 grand. San ouchie. I don't know. But I guess they're getting the ouchie at the moment. Espen is looking very good. Oh, he's done it again. 3 assists in the first half from Espen Falkenos. He already has over 20 assists this season. He's turned into one of the best wingers we've ever had. That's right. Yeah, I imagine a lot of people have changed their Twitch name. I mean, how many of you in chat have changed your Twitch names, even like since I started streaming? I imagine there's a lot of them. Oh, imagine if they played each other. That would be the best. I think they'd have a shot at playing... I don't know. I just think they could do it. Ooh. I'll get up in a second. I hate that resets every time, man. It's just so unnecessary. Oh, over the bar. Modified a tad. Did you really? Okay, apparently a lot of you had. Do you know, I haven't. The kits. Which particular kits? Go back to that. Still 0, still 1-0, still 2-0. Well, I guess if Bows are going to go through, they might as well win both legs, get extra points. How much did they spend? About £1 million, I think. Changed it a few times. Yeah. Be a bit weird if I changed mine, I suppose. Treaties. Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, you should go back to streaming, Jack. It's fun. I like your name, Lipnos, though. It's a perfect name. Oh, go on. Another assist for Espen. Surely not. 4 assists in the same game for Espen Falkenos. What a performance. Holy God. What happens in F1 if 2 qualifying times are identical? Like down to... Do they just add like an extra decimal point or something? Or will they decide it based on like championship order? Yeah, quali is at 3 o'clock today, UK time, in case anyone's interesting. Interesting? Interested. So we're going to get off at like 2:45 to make sure we can get it. First time gets the place. Really? Wow, that's a weird method. I guess it's early bird gets the worm, I suppose. Do I have the capacity to? Yeah, that'll do it. Gotta make... It's 2-0. What are they doing? Why are they so bad all of a sudden? They have the same manager too, so it's not like it's a tactical thing. Weird. Subs, yeah, I'll probably make a couple. Might as well at this point, right? Get Ringifo in. I can't believe Espen Falkenos has got 4 assists in the first half. Sorry, in this game. That's mad. Really happy for him, though. I suppose that. Yeah, I get your point, I guess. I'm just so used to thinking about it from a, like, if it's a tie, you are in theory equal, surely. But hey, yeah, weird. I mean, they're still really good. But, I mean, look at what they're doing in the league. They're better than they ever have been. I wonder if the problem. I think the only reason they lost to Pauk is because, as I said, they got their striker sent off in the first half of the first leg, and they lost 3-1 as a result. Oh, go on, Falconos. Not another assist, surely. The Donut. So basically, the Donut's name. His name is Jonas Dogar Shernat. He's a Romanian central midfielder, but I kept pronouncing his name as Donut for some reason, even though it was Jonas and then Dogar. So we just changed his name to the Donut because it's easier for my poor little native English-speaking brain, honestly. The old Bolton save. Thing is, it's weird seeing consider the Bolton save being old in a way, because to me, I don't even consider that old. It feels like it was only like that was technically the start of last FM, wasn't it? That was FM 21. That was the start of that, wasn't it? I suppose there's laying down more rubber, aren't you? So that does actually make a bit more sense there, I suppose. Oh, speaking of F1, sort of. Did you not see that Kimi Räikkönen's going to be racing in NASCAR at the end of the year again? But this time actually in the Cup Series, which is awesome. At Watkins Glen, he's going to drive the 91 for Trackhouse. They've got this new car that they're going to be running for certain races throughout the year, and well, only once this year, more next year, where they're going to have like people from all over the rest of motorsports driving the 91 car, and I think that's fucking sick. I'd love to see Kimi back in NASCAR, particularly in the actual Cup Series and on a road course. I don't know, and in good equipment too. Yes, Rob, thank you for the 45 bits. We just got another goal, and it wasn't assisted this time by Espen Falconos. The Tromsø VODs, wow, that was old school stuff. OTI, maybe, although I think FM plan for FM23 on YouTube is Blue Star finally. You can load as many as you like. Ideally, none, honestly, Fluky. Because the more leagues you have loaded, the more likely they are to suddenly do really well along with you and make it harder for you. Hence why Scotland have done so well in this save. The best case scenario, really, is to not load any leagues except the one you're managing in, but load all the players from those leagues, which you can do with a database setup. Podolski, thank you for the 100 bits. Hope you're well. Get your bits out for the lads. Hey, Joey. Season just finishing. So yeah, FM23 save is probably going to be the Blue Star one I was trying to do this year, but in the style of the Nomads one. And by that, I don't mean with obviously the crime drama element. I just mean in the new format that I've been using, which people seem to really like, and with the other thing I talked to you guys about before. That's supposed to be the plan. Yeah, these young men are getting absolutely twatted here, aren't they? 11-1 on aggregate. We are not holding back on them, are they? Did he get another assist there? That's 5 assists in one game. Jesus Christ, he's good. Weirdly, we've played better in this game when I didn't try and push it down the wide areas. Need crime drama for Blue. No, I've got a much better idea for the Blue Star one for that. So basically, the original idea with the Blue Star one was it was going to be like, have the same kind of elements to it, but not the crime drama thing, but with the cutaways and the story going along with it. But instead of being like that, it was going to be more like Footballers' Wives or Dream Team with the cutaways. F23 stream plans, probably building a nation. I just like building a nation. Like, probably Hungary. That, or maybe even Denmark or somewhere like that. I don't know. But Hungary is probably very likely. Newcastle crimes. Right, so what happened then? Did they go through? Dundalk. Oh, they got a red card. Bose won, though, so that's good. Dundalk getting... What was the game like? Wow. That said, Dundalk probably still could have taken something from this match. I think they might have been... But look at those number of shots. Yeah, so I mean, if the FIFA loans thing does come into play, then we might have to look at changing some stuff, baby. Baby. We'll have to look at some changes some stuff, baby. What? So I do the noise? Every video starts with, "Why are you, man?" RG YouTube has the same team. I mean, I'd be a little bit like, come on, it's Newcastle Blue Star. Like, particularly as I was supposed to do that this year. It'd be a bit weird if someone just randomly decided to do that now. Like, Danny! And also, like, you know. Yeah. No, basically. I mean, it'd be a bit weird if someone did do that, honestly. But yeah, thank you, Danny, for the follow. That's very kind of you. Oh. Okay, so he has met, so he will now talk to us, but I'm not giving him that amount of money. Also, it's 37 million quid. Like, and he's also purpled. So, yeah, no, it's not worth it. If we could have got him when he was on that release clause and would have wanted less money, then fine. But I'm not paying 100 grand for him, and he was purpled as well. Like, it's still stupid, but at least we were at least able to talk to him. Ah, Jinx, damn it, you stole it. Derby saves. Yeah, I suppose, but I feel like with a save like Blue Star, because it is such a small side in the grand scheme of things, it would be a bit weird if two people did the exact same save with such a small club. But like I said, you know, I feel like I've put my flag in the ground on it by supposedly supposed to be doing it this year, and this is me announcing it, if you like, for next year, I guess. Yeah. Let's put it this way. If someone's trying to do a lower league save, there's so many other teams down there that there's no reason they would just choose Blue Star anyway, you know? So that's not something that's ever really been a problem. The only time I ever discuss this sort of stuff with other streamers and YouTubers is for beta saves. We always talk about this stuff. Have you noticed how we never ever do the same team? It's because we talk about this every year and pick which teams I'm going to do together. We sort of spread them out amongst each other. Smudge Cat, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime. That is very kind of you, my friend. Welcome aboard. Oh dear, have I seen this? What is this? I have. It's fantastic. I love that guy. My friend sent that to me a couple of months ago. So good. There's a load. He has some other videos. He has the true crime podcast one that he did is, I would argue, even better than that. But that one is also a very good video. Right, let's try and get this guy done. Squad, really? If he'll take impact sub. Whoa. Man just doesn't believe in himself, does he? Well, it's just to make sure that there's no overlaps, really. It's like, we just talk about who wants to do what and who's done what in previous years, so it kind of just rotates around, you know? Because the fact is, with the beta, you kind of all have to do a big club because it's just SEO. Oh, dear. Right, okay, we can certainly offer you more than that for a start. He presumably has career caps, right? Yeah. Okay, so we've got to be careful on that. We might have to... I might have to offer him more wage up front in order to make this work, because I do want a longer deal. I'm happy to offer him more wage up front because we can afford it now, but I also want a boat clause. What the fuck? Mate, I'm not offering you a 2-year contract. I'll give you the 20 grand up front, but I'm not offering you a 2-year deal. No. No! That is so... Alright, okay, I'll get rid of the boat clause. Okay, 5-year contract. That's so weird that he was obsessed with having a 2-year contract. Clearly, he wants to use the club as a stepping stone without actually using the club of a stepping stone. But no, you're getting a 5-year deal. 20 grand a week, I'm actually happy to pay him because we can afford it now. And I feel like his value would immediately be 10+ million when he joins us. Oh, dear. 2-star up, they're only secure financially. That is weird. Maybe it differences by the league as well? I don't know. Small Asian side. Never going to happen because there's how do you build a nation? I don't know if... Are there even coefficients to build in that point? 12? Another 12 million quid. When does the draw? Very soon. What's that do to the finances? Plus, with that, we've literally just... We've just paid for that signing, essentially, with that 16 million quid in the bank. No changes here, perhaps? Nope. Still national. Weird. Salty Scotsman! Thank you for the 6 months. That's very kind of you, my friend. Hope you're well today. It must be relative in some way, yeah. He should know limericks great, right? Please back me up on that. Turkey, Azerbaijan, I suppose. There are coefficients in Asia. Yeah, I know, but like, put it this way, it's not a save I'm ever going to do. Let's just get that out of the way quickly. VNX Effect, thank you very much for the follow. I've tried managing saves in not in Europe before. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work, sadly. We've already scored 107 goals this season. We could get more. Hang on. What changes are you looking for in FM23 specific to a Building a Nation challenges? I'm looking for none. Hopefully. But it'd be nice if the dynamic youth rating thing actually worked properly. I mean, not that it really matters to our save, but it does, like, yeah. It would make our saves a little bit better. The game working, yes. Actually, just having the game working how it's supposed to would honestly be better. What? Ah, yes, I forgot, Emmett, because you were so often in the Ireland squad when we were playing you for 400 matches. Because, you know, you playing every week clearly got you in the Ireland squad. Don't you dare start that shit, buddy. I'm not afraid to sell you. You've had your testimonial. Plus, he's been out injured for like 4 months. Oh, dear. Bray are not having a good year, no. They never are they, really? Could be a good one. No, it couldn't. Okay, as always, chat, as you know, concept over club. Always. Every single time, for the most part. We're second seed! Yeah, working FM22 would be the best FM23 feature. Agreed. We've got a second seed. I suppose that kind of makes sense because we were top of the Well, we got like 30 coefficient points last year for getting to the final, so that's probably helped us. Right then, let's see. Oh, look at this. Porto or Celtic would be great, right? And we get to skip all of these bad boys. Half the time, pot 2 is actually stronger than pot 3, I find. So getting to skip all of those guys. Porto or Celtic would be great. We've already beaten PSG. Lol. Very lucky, though. What about pot 3? Avoid Inter or Dortmund, ideally. So what I meant to say was pot 2 is normally stronger. Half the time is stronger than pot 1. Because a lot of them... Yeah. For God's sakes. What about pot 4? Oh, God. Wow. Roma, Ajax, and Hertha Berlin. I would very much like Slovan Liberec, please. It's been a while since we've had a proper whipping boy in our group. Except for when it was us. Malmo would be good. Club Brugge, despite having more coefficient, they'd probably be quite easily swept aside. We haven't played Malmo in a while. Right, let's do it. Honestly, I feel like no matter what group we're going to get, we're probably still going to get... We're going to be right in that cusp of between second and third again, I suspect. Unless it's one of the ones where we get a really bad pot 3 side. But A or D would be good so far. It did, as ice, yes. Well, that happened actually on the last stream as it goes. We're now 4-star rep. Okay, right. Okay, no, ooh, okay. Oh, please not Bayern. Celtic? Go on. We're going to get Chelsea. It's going to be Chelsea. Yep. Same as fucking last year. Same exact top 2 as last year, except they were pot 2 last year. Okay, so Lyon are gone. Red Bull Salzburg are gone. Oh, my God. Hearts are gone. Oh, my lordy. Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. Galatasaray as the pot 3 side is absolutely poggy. That makes our lives a lot easier. That kind of guarantees us probably not bottom. Oh, we don't get Slovan Liberec. I think that gives us a really good shot at qualifying again, honestly. Go on, who do we want? Shakhtar. It's not... Honestly, we should be beating Galatasaray and Shakhtar home and away. Let's be clear. We were in the Champions League final last year. We're probably good enough to do the double over both of them. But there's no obvious super duper whipping boy. It should be a second place, but I feel like at the worst, it's we snuck into third place. And actually, that could be pretty good for us anyway. What was Group G? Oh, dearie me. Also, poor old Slovan Liberec. Porto, Milan, Lyon. Actually, it's not too bad, honestly. Hearts have got a bit effed there. Not too bad, not too bad. Now then, can we look at the other draw straight away? Usually you can. Oh, it's not till tomorrow. Right, hang on. I think as provided you actually turn up on the day, you can actually watch their draws too. But you have to make sure you get it at the right time. Well, that might not work unless you... Offers been withdrawn. Phew. That might not work unless you're actually in with one of them. No, you can stay there. Wait, what? Oh, 5-3s. Lol. Still doesn't want to go, obviously. Right. No, I don't think you can watch it unless you're actually doing a draw the same day yourself, because you have to get the exact right time. Oh, God. I've accidentally done a press conference. Ah! If in doubt, press left. That's the one. Shakhtar higher up than us. Of course, yeah. Big up Shakhtar. Right, okay, let's try this again. I think it would have already happened now. Yeah. Quite a tough group, honestly.
It's good you came in
pot they
summer.
were. I assume it's done based on, like, that would show that they were pot 4 because it's done in order. Jake Dunn, thank you very much for the follow. Do you know what? Feyenoord will be tough, but I feel like against Brandt or Sparta Prague, there's points available there, right? That feels like a group that actually they could get some points from. This is their player, Istvan Nagy. Oh, sorry, Nodge. 25, loads of caps. Pretty solid, actually. Scout, please. Back to the Premier Game. Nice. Congratulations, my friend. Pretty cheap, yeah, but, you know, cheap. We'll see what it's actually like, but he scored 6 goals for them so far, so hang on, no way. It's Renatus Petkus. You love to see it. Our former player who played for us for 1 season. Oh, no, technically 3, but he was loaned to Dundalk. And now he's playing for Astana. The reason they're in blue is because they're they are our affiliate side. Cool. Also, McCanny up there too, which is nice to see. Wow, he's a real player still? Luka Vrancic. At Dinamo Zagreb. Wow, he's been at Dinamo Zagreb since... Wow. Man's been there since the start of the save. Save for a loan spell here or there. Committed. I rate that. I rate that a lot. Okay. That's a group that I think they could get... There's points available for them there, which is quality. What about Dundalk? Please have a group that they could do well in. They should be pot 2, surely. Oh. You know what? Right, no. Dundalk have knocked out sides better than all of these guys in Champions League qualifying. They are comfortably better than every team in this group. I think they could win that group, honestly. Or at the very least, should be qualifying out of that group. Lockers with the 6 bits. Thank you very much, my friend. Yeah, Dinamo Zagreb were fun to manage. I did it briefly on my OTI save. I wouldn't want to do it again as content, probably, but it was fun while I was managing there. It gets a bit too easy quickly. Plus, Anderlecht, I think, are the pot 4 side in this group. Insanely. I'm fairly certain this is done on... I think it's ordered properly. Ross County in there as well. Hey, certified creed. Right, let's see. Does that change anything here? I don't think it does it? 2.6. Okay, actually it does, I think. So we're on to 2.6 now. Which makes our lives a little bit easier. At the moment, we're still losing spots to both Austria and the Czech Republic. But we could at least close the gaps down a little bit. It's very tight, though, all the way up to Austria. There's only like 0.1 points separating these 4 sides. And there's a massive gap beneath us, too, which is good. Because it means we don't really have to worry about losing ground to anyone else here, unless they have a massively good year. Belgium could do quite well this year, though, potentially. Playoff start today. Yes, it's 4 o'clock, isn't it? The League 2 playoff final. So I'll probably give it a watch. Why not, eh? Israel. I see it looks like the Manor Solomon deal for Fulham has fallen through. I know they've got some quality players. They've got Menachem Koretsky as the manager. 62nd in the world. Scotland third. Only based on, like, current coefficients. Because, obviously, Scottish sides would go in earlier than the German sides. So, as a result, they always take an early lead. So, yeah. Israel have got a few guys that, like... Well, they've got a guy at Dortmund here. Uri Moshi. Or Mosh. Mir David. It is but a Mir David. Mostly domestic players, though, honestly. Another guy at Rangers, actually. Stav Hansis. And then Avil Schluch. I like that name. That's a fun name. And, oh, this guy's half Brazilian. Mayor Shitrit. Okay. Shitrit. Not a surname I've actually encountered before. So I enjoyed that little look at Israel there. Ooh. Clausen. Ah, yes, Clausen. I think there's something there to that guy. That's him again. Wow, a lot of these have gone off the boil a bit now. That Ferreira... Oh, no. Don't tell me he's got a serious injury now. Sod's law, right? Oh, shit. It actually is a serious... 3 months. Jesus. I was joking. Why'd you got to do this? Oh, this guy... Hang on. Georgi Petrov at Ludogorets. He is intriguing. That's very intriguing. No, I never unsee it. Oh, this was that left wing back at Farrell. He intrigues me too. Perfectionist personality, great physicals, solid-ish mentals as well. Decent, like, tent poles, injury prone again. Won't talk to us currently. Is that a release clause? It is. Oh, that's gorgeousness. We just have to wait him out. Oh, this was the other guy. This Bosnian striker at Dinamo Zagreb. Mercenary personality, annoyingly. But still some quality floating around there. You're looking at Flight Spider. Were you, Pog? Explain. Show me your ways. I like the Romanian too, yeah. We just need to get him to talk to us. That's the problem. Because if we could get him and the Danish chap that we've already got locked up. Locked up? Locked down? I don't know what the word is. Tied up. No, that's Merce. Who? Sure. You go right ahead, friendos. Dortmund want Pallet Mate. Only a couple more days to get out this window. Hello, Pog. Oh, God. She's brought a laptop with her. What's up? Why are you worried about your passport? We don't need passports.
Yeah, but there's some...
Oh. Right, good. So... Right. Yeah, it's ID. Yeah, but the problem is you've then got to use them and not the cheap flights. So you could... 68 quid to Ireland is actually pretty awful. Like, as far as flying to Ireland goes, 68 quid is extremely expensive. You can get, like, 15 quid flights to Ireland. It's weird saying that and sounding expensive, but it just is, isn't it? Not that I'd be opposed to paying it, it's just... Heathrow? Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm not going to... No, I'm flying from Stansted. Why would I drive to London to fly from an airport when I live right next to an airport, basically? Just swim, exactly. What kind of club is this anyway? The best kind.
I'm too lazy to
She's too lazy to swim, chat. We're taking over. Up the Heathrow, gang. Yeah, that's too much to go to Ireland. Like, you can get to Ireland for like 20 quid. Best ever managed, none of them at all. Heathrow Ultras. If I had to double and get the train to Limerick. Yeah, but I think it'd be better if we just went from Stansted with Ryanair, honestly. Evaluate the player, valuable player. Well, this is the thing. You don't really need to, for the most part. Or nearly. Thank you very much for the follow. I mean, if you mean the actual value, the game sort of gives you an idea. Now, this is kind of a bit like this number will be a bit weird, but the stars are reliable in the sense that it gives you a base idea. It's kind of like a first glance. So generally speaking, a player with 2 stars is probably going to be better a player who's 1-star current ability most of the time. However, sometimes there are players that slip through the crack. Most of the time, you want to be looking at what their attributes do for the role you want to use them in. So if you... bit FME, exactly.
Here's a fun fact.
Good luck. $2, thank you for the follow.
2 blocks from here.
Say we're looking at a wingback here, who in this case Sinisa Stojinovic, who is a wingback. You can use these things here to sort of select the role we actually use, and then looking at the attributes that it then highlights for that role, you can kind of get an idea of what that player might look like. Now, if they do have a lot of potential there, you can kind of go, okay, he might not be perfect yet, but with the right training and the right personality, which is quite important, Resolute's a really good one to have, they might meet that goal, hence why he is kind of maxed out at the moment. And I think that's the way you kind of got to go about evaluating players. You can't purely rely on stars. They're a great way of doing an initial scout report and filtering out a lot of crap. But beyond that, and you will still miss stuff like that, but beyond that, you kind of have to take a personal look yourself, really. An Irish sea ferry. Yeah, but ferries are not normally very cheap, are they? And also, trains are very expensive. The train would probably cost more than the flight, honestly. No, I'll just fly from Stansted. You'll just have to sort yourself a passport out. If that's what they require. I was just under the impression... You what? Yeah. Well, that should be fine then. Yeah, but hopefully it'll get sorted, you know. British Airways. Flying to Ireland from British Airways would cost you an absolute mortgage. Like, British Airways, are you shitting me? They're well liked in Ireland. Yeah, it's like 20 quid. That's what we were looking at. Bear in mind, it'd be it would be to Cork though. It'd be to Shannon. No. This is the thing. Ryanair will let you do it without a passport. It was the other ones that were causing trouble. Apparently, they won't. Oh. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Oh well, I have a passport. Well, this is why you should have got a passport when we talked about this months ago. It's not like this is news. I don't know, but I'm not sure that really matters if you don't have a passport. Wait, when's the next game? Oh, Chelsea's 18 days away, so I can just kind of go with whoever we want for this one, right? Vinicius. How many assists has Espen actually got this year? 26 assists in 23 matches. That is filthy. Absolute filth. He's just really good, isn't he? He's just really, really good. How has this man only got 5 Norwegian caps? That's disgraceful behaviour. He should be their starting right winger. Like, who else are they putting in there? What, they got Haaland out wide? Actually got to see Oily. Well, yeah, you could do both. I mean, train travel is just notoriously ludicrous in the UK, and it just keeps getting worse. To the point where in places in the UK, it's actually cheaper to fly to somewhere. If you're going to see your friend, sometimes it's cheaper for you to both fly to, like, Spain. Meet up there instead of just meeting somewhere like Birmingham, you know? On my hard drive instead of my main SSD. So I don't know. I don't think so, because so for example, I have FM installed on a secondary disk. So I have all my Steam games are installed on what I have as designated as my M drive. And that's like a standard SanDisk SSD. But the documents folder, obviously, where all of the stuff for the skins and stuff goes in, is still on my main drive because that's just where it goes. So I don't think you can touch that, unfortunately. Maybe there's a way. But I'm not entirely sure. But there you go. Oh, you can set it. Oh, nice. In that case, awesome. Can move the documents folder. But I don't know if FM would be able to read it from there. Is an option for the root file. Okay, in that case, yes, it is possible. So I assume it's in preferences, right? Is it like in graphic? I've never something I've ever done, but that might be quite a useful thing for me to do, actually. Free up a bit of extra space on my hard disk. I wouldn't, because I have 3 different storage devices on this computer. I have an NVMe SSD, like a M.2 drive, which is my main OS one because it's faster. I have an SSD, which is like a terabyte, and then I have a 6 terabyte storage device as well. Wait, Andy scored for who? For Wexford? I'm confused. Who did he score for? Location. Oh, was it sick? Nice. There he did. He did score for Wexford. Nice. For your save files. Yeah, but what about all the graphics files? Because that's what they're actually talking about. Oh, okay. Fair one. So as long as your documents folder moves as well, then you should be good. We'll have a look in a minute. I'm trying to be very careful at what stuff I do during matches, just in case it does trip up my graphics card. Because so far we've made it over 2 hours and not had a single, touch wood, problem. Cheaper to fly to Croatia. So here's what you do, White Tiger. You and your mum both fly to Croatia. Meet up there. Plus Croatia's lovely, I've heard. Dalmatian coast. Yes, please. Is that another goal for Paolo? Yep, good stuff. A knock for you. Fine, we'll take you off. Out of game. Yeah, probably not best to do during game, honestly. Just do all assist. Nice. It's not something I'm probably ever going to do anyway, just because I have so much stuff where it is, but still useful for other people, I suspect. On Game Pass, that doesn't work. It's in Steam settings. Ah, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I don't have Game Pass, but good use. I know that there were some discrepancies in the way you have to do certain things with graphics with Game Pass. Actually, I thought they... I want to dive. I thought they changed a lot of stuff about Game Pass. The file structures to make it easier for you to do graphics stuff this year. But maybe I'm wrong about that. There was definitely some issues with that at one point, if I recall. Very good. I bet it is, yeah. Yeah, SSD's doing a fine job for me. It's just the graphics stuff. But at least we seem to have currently got that, not under control so much as at least workable for the time being. Setting in game. Oh, like in the preferences, yeah. So what was the issue before then with the graphics on the Game Pass version then? Was it just hidden in weird folders? More than Game Pass? Yeah, I suppose that would make sense. They're so good. Like, the M.2 drives are so good. I wasn't originally planning to get one because I found this is how slow I built this computer because I got some insane deals and things. I got a SanDisk 1 terabyte SSD for £63. And this was in like late 2019. And at the time, that was an insane deal to get a terabyte SSD for 63 quid. Like a normal SSD. And then I still had all my searches set up for other stuff. And I found a Sabrent Rocket, like 400 and something gig. Or it might be 512 actually. Oh, no, I think it was 400 and something gig. M.2 drive for like £40. And I was like, yeah, I'll probably have that too. So I just, because the motherboard can handle it, I was like, fuck it, we'll have them both. Extra storage, friendos. I got some ridiculous deals on this PC. Which I'm not going to pay for, of course, without having to buy a graphics card at insanely marked up prices. But, you know, life is what life is. I should have probably taken... Wait, did I not make any subs there? No, I did. Quite high. Oh, yeah, they are. Well, weirdly, I got... So, hey, the SSD I bought was from Amazon Germany. It was from Amazon Warehouse Germany, but it wasn't it was a returned product, but it had never been opened, and you could tell it was never opened. And that's why it cost me 63... Actually, it was only 63 euros, actually, so it might have been even cheaper than that. But I've picked up some outrageous deals through Amazon Warehouse. Back when I was buying a Switch, I got a copy of Breath of the Wild through Amazon Germany again. Once again, a returned, unopened file for £26. Brand new copy of Breath of the Wild on Switch for 26 quid. I was absolutely over the moon with it. The way I did it was using this website called Hot UK Deals. I set up like a price tracker for certain Sorry, I set up a keyword search for certain things I was looking for, and then when I got them, I was just on it straight away because I had the phone notifications. It was perfect. I got so many outrageous deals. They are definitely coming down. Well, I mean, seriously, when I was looking at the price graphs for the graphics card I was looking at, they were 1,200 quid a year ago. 1,200 quid for the card I'm looking at. It's only 800 now. Only 800 pounds, which admittedly is at least slightly closer to MSRP, so I'll take that, I guess. 4 terabyte Iron Wolf spin drive. Yeah, so I've got a Seagate. I don't know what it's called. It's 6 terabytes. It holds all my Plex server stuff. Does a good job though. It's reasonably quick, but it is just standard hard drive, so you know it's fairly slow. But for things like storing movies, it doesn't need to be super quick. But the funniest thing about it is whenever I like click on it in Windows Explorer, you can hear it actually physically spin up and be like, I was paying attention, boss. Honest, it's great. 3080. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. There's a palette one, and there's also a Zotac one that looks quite good too. I have to make sure that it'll fit in the case. That's another thing I need to check, because I know that there's some that are 3,000 millimeters and some that are 2,700, which might be slightly better, but we'll see. Ruin it all again. Well, hopefully if the 4,000 launch might make the 30 series a bit cheaper. Fall in your dream. Literally, yeah. my external storage is getting a myoclonic jerk. Oh, Fat on Cake's gone alone to Waterford. It's Joey. Thank you very much for the 8 months, my friend. That is very kind of you. 1 away from a Twitch babby. FE editions. Yeah, good luck. Actually, apparently, there was actually some 3060s in stock in the UK, direct from NVIDIA, yesterday. They sold out immediately, obviously. But I heard that there were, because there's a Reddit called Build a PC UK, and they keep a tracking of that sort of stuff, but obviously too late for me, and I think I'd have to go slightly higher than that. Clates with the raid. Thank you very much, my friend. How's it going at Herta Brazil? Pog is waving. It's not just a discombobulated hand. Worry not, friends. We were just talking about graphics card prices. You know, nice normal stuff here, because mine's had it. Actually, I've got any mods here. Let me just shout out Clates myself, damn it. Oh, Inferno's on it. You love to see it. Mate, you got crabs. You're damn right I did. It was bound to happen eventually. Was Cake good? Cake was... Actually, this would be a good one for you. Cake was all right. He was... where is he? Where's Cake? Where's he gone? Cakey boy. Where have you disappeared to? There he is. So for those of you that have just joined us, this is Fat on Cake. You might think, that's a fun nickname. No, that's his real name. His name's Fat on Cake. Allegedly, he's 11 stone 11, and we disagree. But this is him. You can't not sign a guy when you find a player called Fat on Cake. It's just... And I'm sure it's pronounced Fat on Kake, but he's called Fat on Cake, isn't he? Let's be honest. Yeah, so welcome in, everybody. We were just doing some Champions League stuff. What we're trying to do, for those of you that are new to this save, is we're trying to make Ireland the best league in Europe. Not the national team, the actual league itself. So top of the coefficient charts. And, oh, that's kind of good. And we've just signed this guy for £6 million. Poggy. That's quite a stonk spy, honestly. I don't know why he's so cheap. I don't know why he didn't want loads of money. But when does he join us? It will be January, right? Yeah. Wait, technically the 1st of December. The 21st of December. But whatever. That's good. I like him. Now we've got international break. Sick. No, sadly we didn't win the final. We lost. We got absolutely humped by Chelsea. 3-0 in the end. It was an absolute walkover. Which is a shame. There'll be loads of Fatons, I suspect. Oh, that's a lot of Fatons. I think it's a pretty common name in Albania. Yeah, it's probably pronounced differently, but come on. He'll be here for the new year, which is exactly the thing. It's a shame that you can't really order this very well. We're going to have to find... Maybe we should just filter it by nationality, honestly. See if we can find any more Fatons. Wow, there's surprisingly not that many. Faton Jamali, Faton Castrati. No balls, mate. What else we got? Fatlam Iceni, not a bad name as well. Valon Gashi, Albania. An underrated team. Fatmir Bushi here. Underrated team for good names. Yeah, John Smith just will not go away, will he? It's a shame. I wish he would just retire and piss off forever, but sadly not. He will just continue to haunt this save. Any other good ones? No, I think that's it. I think it's just mostly two. I do like, though, what was it? Bushy. Fatmir Bushy is a solid name, too. I rate that. What else we got? Lardon. We're just going to get loads of lads called Larson, aren't we? Although, actually, a couple of them are Albanian as well, interestingly. Alison. Yeah, the problem with a name like Lardon, or rather that word, is that FM's regex is just kind of like, yes, this has the same number of letters. That's what you were looking for, right, bruv? That's where you kind of run into trouble. There's 97 stadiums showing up, for crying out loud. I thought that said the Joey Barton Recreation Centre for a second there. But no. Oh, that's a picture. That is a picture. Cake. Cake, the manager of the next hour. I mean, surely that's 5,000 people. Are there any other lads called Cake? Edison Kaka. There's actually no other chaps just called outright Cake. I'm surprised. I do wish that you could, like, put, like, brackets around it or something, like you can on Google. And so it just searches specifically for the thing you're typing in, not 5,000 other lads, you know? Affect the wages they want. Yes. As far as I know, it does, because what they'll then use as a basing point is what your average wages are for that squad role, I suspect. So if you find yourself with a lot of squad players that are on higher wages than your important players, be careful, because they will sometimes want more money there. I don't know. I haven't tested it, so maybe let's find out. That's not... I'm doing Twitch commands in my search box here. No, it doesn't. Because what it's actually searching for is players with... It's searching for players with quotation marks in their name. Because obviously he should show up if it was just for Cake, wasn't it? How many facing the games? I think we're probably verging on 800 now. 600. It's still too many. It's still far too many for me. Like, 600 facing the games. That's just too many of them for my liking. I think it has gone down a little bit. I think some of them might have actually retired. What are the oldest ones? 34. A load of Argentinians. A load of English ones in there too. But a few more are still coming through right now. So... Facing the game. So these are all, like, real people that have been put in the game for whatever reason. Is Mihai Alaku one? Oh, don't tell me he's one as well. And Ender Chalen. They always seem to be good as well. But some of them are actually already... Rob Brain's already an assistant manager. But yeah, so basically, facing the games are like competition winners, devs, people from the community. They get like regens that will generate in every save, for the most part anyway. The problem with it for me, with there being so many of them, and a lot of them seem to turn out quite good as well, is I find that it kind of ruins the whole point of regens, where you don't know what they're going to be like, and you don't get the same names in every save. So that kind of sucks for me, and I think there's a bit too many of them. It'd be cool if you could turn them off, honestly. Oh, I didn't do Bolatron. My apologies. Let me just catch up with this. I didn't do that either. Let me just catch up on these ones. Gift links. Right, okay. I'll do Bolatron Mark first, because he's one of the more famous ones. And there he is. Bolatron Mark. Now, technically, we gave him the nickname, because his actual name has been correctly set as Mark Bolatron this year. But last year, he was Bolatron Mark. Yeah, an option to turn it off would be nice. But let's be honest, that's not happening. There's no way that happens. United Emery's managing Derby. Oh, I just realised you were still laying behind me. I didn't even notice that. Scary, mate. Absolutely not. I'd love to be one. But I would also still like, even if I was one, would like the option to turn them off. I don't think like that's too much to ask. Because it just, to me, there's so many of them now that you just see the same bloody names in every save, and that sort of defeats the point of it, you know? So that's what I think. Even if I had one, I'd still want the ability to turn them off. Darth Samson. Ooh. Saves you should start. Chat thoughts. I'm terrible for this, as you know. Right, that's Bolatron. See who's ahead of old Falconhorse on the right. Maybe they're not playing that system, in fairness. Blatantly, Pog will become a face in the game before me. Not even surprising. Alagi Trawali is an unbelievably cool name. It's Gambian. Sick. Alagi Trawali. Big fan of that name. Is he their right-sided player? No, he's not. What are they playing? Who's their current start? Oh, they're playing... That might be why. But, oh, no, that'll be why. This guy is the one that's keeping him out of the team, my suspicion anyway, is Antonio Nusa. But he's 33. There ain't no way he's going to be in this squad much longer, right? Then again, now, natural fitness isn't super high. I suspect that finally Espen will start getting his rightful place in the Norwegian national team back. Maybe. Gift links. Sadly, no gift links. No, I'd be rubbish. You don't want to sign Matt Card. He's trash. The Air Albania Stadium. This one. In Tirana. Oh, it's Partizani Stadium. Fair one. Didn't actually know that. Although it looks like it hosts more... It looks like it hosts matches for the Albanian national team as well. Oh, God. What's your... Do you have a... Oh. Wow. For some reason, I was expecting his clause to be enormous. Our striker's just been called up for Brazil. A Treaty United player has just been called up for the Brazil national team. Go on, Paolo. Only 20 as well. We've got a hell of a player there. Oh, this is Mukoli, the guy we were looking at from River Plate. Yeah, he's very good, isn't he? But the wages, the thing would throw me. It just costs too much money. Actually, he wouldn't cost too much money himself, but the wages would. Robert Calban. Left foot. Oh, a left-sided winger. Okay. He could be quite intriguing. Yeah, it kind of saddens me that Emmett got so few caps. He really should have got more. Hugo's in there. I think we should have maybe picked up Dietmar Winkler when we had the chance. Connor Wright. These guys still need more. This guy here, Ivic, is the one I want more info on. I really like him. Mazzoncini still won't talk to us, by the way. Oh, now he's just signing a new contract. Oh, bully for you. You wee bellend. When did he start it? Yeah, fair one. Okay, understandable. But he does have a release clause. So actually, I wonder if then... I'm going to make it my life's mission to get Daniel Mazzoncini. I think he's perfect for what I want on that left side. And I still think he'd be affordable. Best player you've managed? Don't know. I mean, technically, no. Juliet would be the best player. There's no way that Zlatko Savric is better than Emmett in every conceivable way. What? Really, Anne? Hopefully Emmett can convince him. Really? Oh, sod off. But I think I should be recognised as a regular starter here. What are you currently? Agreed playing time. Breakthrough prospect. Hang on. Wait, didn't he say he doesn't think he's good enough? So if he doesn't think he's good enough, why does he want a higher squad status? Alright, fine, I guess. That just changes his... It's not actually a promise though, is it? Oh, I guess we're fine with that. Yeah, I'm not good enough to play, but I want a higher playing time. I've never actually read that before. That is much weirder than normal. As usual, it just doesn't make a lot of sense, like, syntaxically, I find. Juliet. Well, I know what he's not doing. Playing in Champions League finals. Because when we played again... It makes me sad to look at. Man's banged 17 in 26, 22 in 32, and then 23 last. This year, he's got over a goal a game for United in the league. We did, Eric. Yeah, we found the guy. It's this guy called Antonio Nusa, who's keeping Espen Falkenhorst out of the team. It's a 33-year-old Belgian, real player, who plays for Brugge. So he'll probably retire soon. So hopefully that'll allow Espen back into the team a little bit. Oh, I still can't believe we lost him so cheap. 2 years later, 63 million. And even so, I would still buy him back in a heartbeat for all of our money, honestly. If they said that they'd let us have him for 60 million right now, I'd pay it. I don't know how we'd afford the wages, but I'd still try and find a way to do it. God, can we just get out this damn window? No, I'm not selling you. Although, at some point, maybe. That's a cup no one cares about. I want to get some Champions League matches in, damn. Should often out. I know, Daz, you know. It's such a silly mistake I made there. It's all my fault, damn it. It's weird not having any league football to, like, think about today. At all, really. Other than there's a playoff final. And then obviously one tomorrow as well. It's that weird limbo period where there's just no football. Because there's no summer tournament or anything like that. Because we've got nice Christmas World Cup. Really? They're not... Oh, I'm doing this. I am doing this. He was a free transfer. I don't think he's ever going to be good enough for us. He won't seem to get a loan. He wants to join these guys. I could negotiate in a 50% of next sale fee clause. If they give me a mil up front, I'd probably still do it. Because of that. That right there would absolutely... So that's 3.2 million, but I think Arsenal might pay more. They want more up front. But I want 50% of the next sale no matter what. So if they gave me 2.5, see if they'd stretch. They would, okay. I'm not going to do that because I don't want that deal to fall through. I really wouldn't mind selling him, honestly. He's a free transfer I brought in. He was the guy that my assistant negotiated. He'll get his wages off the bill. I don't think he's ever going to be spectacular for us. But think of how much he'd be worth at the other clubs. And if we get 50%, we actually get the 50% next sale fee clause on him. That could be worth a couple of million quid to us anyway. I don't know why they want him, but the fact that they do makes me extremely happy, honestly. Because if we could get that over the line, get like 3 million quid for him out of nowhere. Milan want the donut. Wow, we've not had anyone want the donut in ages, to be fair. Wrexham Grimsby is the National League player. Is that right now? Good on them, I say. Good for them. Do a football. Oh. Wait, hang on a minute. I'm just trying to fleece them at this point. If they'll actually give me that. Holy shit, Porto. They'll never join them, and that's the reason they're offering more, I suspect. And I think that he would probably turn down bids from these guys if I were to try to do it. Alright. Fair one. The problem we've got is, yes, I could cancel the other 2 deals. The problem is, I suspect then he would turn down these contracts and we'd have no bids for him. That's the problem. It's just... It's an unfortunate situation, but when they're set on joining someone like Chelsea and you then turn down their move, they get pissed and they won't join the other sides. Disagree with what? I've never once been able to convince a player to join a club they didn't already want to join. Like, this whole persuade to join thing has never once worked for me. Yeah, he's gone for Chelsea. Oh, well, that's fine. You know, we signed it for free. £2.1 million there, rising to 3. But more importantly, we get the 50% next sale fee. That's what I really wanted. And that, my friends, is the reason I really wanted it. Because that 50% next sale fee means that whatever price they sell him for, we get half of it, right? So often, they'll sell you that... You can buy the... They'll offer to buy the clause off you. And usually, it equals roughly half of their current value. So when that comes available, we could get potentially 15 million quid off of Chelsea for this. That's the reason, the value bump. Yeah, they could potentially be forced to give us 15 million quid. Maybe. So, that's good news. Just have to wait for it, keep an eye on it and wait for it to pop up. I'm fine with that. We've made money. Like, sign for free, ship him on for 2 million quid. Every little helps, right? Plus, if it works out for us and I suspect his potential... And yes, it has. I suspect the reason that's gone up, though, is because it's no longer a coach looking at him. It's a scout, so they're probably just wrong. Would be my estimation on that one. But if we can get Chelsea to actually buy that clause off of us, oh my god. If we got, like... I mean, based on his value, I suspect we could get, like, 10, 15 million quid for that, which is a lot of money. AI clubs are weird about buying those clauses off of you. They don't like having that, responsibility, I guess. PSG back for Mihov. £36 million for Luben Mihov, our goalkeeper, who we bought for 2 million quid. What on earth? That's great. Hearts want Carps? No. What have we missed? So we're in the Champions League group stages, obviously. We beat Young Boys. I think it was 11-1 on aggregate. Dundalk are in the group stages of the Conference League. Bows are in the group stages of the Europa League. Not the way around I would have expected it, but that's how it's happened. And we've just signed a couple of guys, actually. Although we just sold a guy to Chelsea for £2 million, but we've got a cheeky little clause in there too, so it's all good. Oh yeah, no, if I negotiate that, I could negotiate him up to like 50 million, but why would I? He's so... Oh my god, look. They've come back again. Out of pure interest. Oh, it's non-negotiable. £53 million! £53 million! That is absolutely absurd. And obviously I'm still not going to do it because that's worth it. Of course it's not worth it. He's our best goalkeeper. We finally found a goalkeeper that actually does work in the match engine. Why the fuck would I sell him?
Cooper, take
Lumingo, thank you very much for the follow. I think it'd be 100 million I'd consider it, but not at 52. Money doesn't equal having player. If I sell our best goalkeeper, we then haven't got a goalkeeper that I want to... Oh, the ball won't sell him. We're fine. We're considered rich. Trade Mikov for Ali Tikin. Is Ali Tikin going to play in goal for us then? Misty Roots, thank you for the follow. If I could do a loan back, which I can't, obviously, because it's non-negotiable, I would have maybe considered it, but yeah, we can't bar him. This is non-negotiable. Like, he is the first goalkeeper we've had on this save that I think, other than Bart, actually, for a time, who I think really works well in the match engine, and I don't want to lose him, because use the Croat Selmihov. Use the goalkeeper that we've never used before, have no idea if he's any good or not, and get rid of our current starting keeper. No, that seems like a terrible idea. Ah, dear. If I could do the loan back thing, I'd be tempted. But, yeah. Money doesn't mean anything. If you can't... I've never understood this attitude that people have. Sell your best players for loads of money, because then you've got money. Okay, good. Can we put money in goal? Like... For 32. He's a goalkeeper, though. Like... No, I'm not doing it, because if we... We already sold our backup goalkeeper. I'm not going to sell our first starting goalkeeper to put in a guy who's untested. It just seems like a ludicrous decision to put... Like, I think this other guy's decent, but he's not as good as Mihov, and I'd much rather have a decent keeper. You definitely sign a keeper or close enough quality. Name him. Name him right now. Tell me his name. I'll search him. Sorry, that's just nonsense, and you know it. Like, if that's so true, tell me the guy's name, and we'll sign him right now. Yeah. But we can't, because they won't talk to us, and you know it. You'd have to scout, exactly, which we don't have time to do, because it's the last day of the window. It's not how that works, as we know. Like, it's just, every single time we have this exact discussion, it's always the same result. Look, we regretted selling Bart for like 3 seasons, and I'm not doing it again. Seal of goal and put in the goal. Like, well, you just can't, though, can you? Our window is closed, so anyone we tried to sign wouldn't join us until January. So we wouldn't have a goalkeeper. Well, we would. We'd have Vidovic, but I brought him in specifically because he was a backup, not to start for us. Like, this goalkeeper isn't there. If that goalkeeper existed, PSG would be signing him, not our goalkeeper. That's my point. If they could sign a goalkeeper that was decent and not have to pay £52 million for Mihov, how can I loan him back? It's a non-negotiable transfer. So yeah, this is the end of the transfer window. Ours is already closed. So the Irish window actually shuts at the start of August. So any signings we've made in this stream currently won't join us till January anyway. So if we sold him, we'd have no way of replacing him until December. Sorry, till the start of next year. So our entire Champions League group would be without a keeper. And we wouldn't be able to register another keeper anyway. So it's just absolute no chance. He's not going anywhere. Bye-bye. I am curious. I was kind of curious to see what they were going to go up to. You have Alberto till winter? No, I don't. He's at Lille. We sold him. Oh, dear. But yeah, I've never understood that. Having money doesn't make you be able to sign players with that money. As you've already seen in this save, just because we have money to afford a player doesn't mean that player will sign for us. Barton went for 17 million. Did they really make 32 million? Wow, they actually did. How old is Mihov? He's 32. Panic Matty. Wow, that's still surprisingly cheap. Because sold him and loaned him back. Am I just, like, saying words now? Like, we can't loan him back when it's a non-negotiable transfer. You can't do that. They have to offer it to you, which they haven't. So we can't do anything about it. Oh, right. Sorry, Castro. Sorry, that shit just gets on my nerves because it's like people can see what's on the screen. I think they've... Oh, that's good news. There just seems to be this weird obsession people have with selling their best players the moment they get a bid from them that's really high. It's like, cool. Now what? Oh, dear. It happens every time. Yeah, that's also true. We wouldn't have been out... I think we would have been able to loan him back, technically, because he wouldn't have actually left. Ergo. They're not all non-negotiable. We've actually had, like, for example, the one on... The Baremi one. The guy I sold to Chelsea. That was actually negotiable for some reason. Sold your best player for 135 million. Good for you. Then what? Congratulations. You've now got money in the bank. Is that going to score goals? Does that save shots? No. Players do. That's why I don't sell my best players. Unless I have a reason to. Now, if he was like 35, I would maybe be a bit more like, okay. And we had another guy that I was like, right, we're ready to go. But we don't. We've planned this out perfectly. To get it beginner friendly. Really, the best thing you can do is to, if you're brand new to the game, is to start and go in goal. I could do it. I could do a job, I think. Go out the window. That might be why actually they hadn't offered that, because I feel like they have. There might be why, that might actually be why it was non-negotiable, because we're not in a window. Though the Chelsea one, I don't know, it's weird, isn't it? But yeah, when do you get? Then you get new and better players. Okay, cool. Name them. Unless you can name the goalkeeper that we sign instead of him, then it's still stupid, isn't it? I don't understand that logic. Sell your best players and bring in someone. We don't know who, maybe. Also, as we've proven time and time again in this save, players that are good enough to join us aren't all... Players that we can afford doesn't mean they'll talk to us. We have to sign players who are younger and have higher potential that could potentially become good and bring them through our system. That's, generally speaking, how it works. We can't sign replacements. And if we could sign a replacement, why sell them in the fucking first place? Like, when people say, oh, you should use that 52 million to sign another keeper. Or I could just keep my keeper. Cool. Anyway, we move. But yeah, so as for making FM beginner friendly, you want to manage the club that you support, if you're starting off, probably. Or a big side. Or if that's both, then perfect, because you'll already know the players. The other thing is, don't feel like you have to do everything. You can delegate a lot of the game's features to your staff. And I would advise you to do that when you first start off. And try to focus on a few little bits that you want to deal with, basically. Strengthen our weaker positions. But you've weakened your team to strengthen your team. If you have to weaken your team to strengthen other positions, you've not strengthened your team. You've weakened your team. Or at the very least, broken even. Which in that case, you should have just not done it in the first place. I suppose. Quality for less money. Yeah, precisely. That's what I was saying. Anyone who wants to say things like, you should sell your goalkeeper, name the replacement immediately and I'll do it. But you can't, because that's not how it works, obviously. Getting through the groups with the weaker keeper. Yes. But we got to a Champions League final last year, and who was one of the heroes in that run to the Champions League final? Why would you believe it? It was our goalkeeper. It's like, yeah. All right, mate. Like,
Here's a fun fact. Voltaire contracted syphilis.
end of the day,
Two
if people
blocks
keep bringing it up, I'm going to keep talking about it. Like, you know? Ooh. This guy is intriguing. Very intriguing. The left-right thing. It does, yeah. As far as I know, anyway. Mofo Turk, thank you very much for the follow. No, I get it, Basil. It's just one of those things, you know. People get very salty sometimes when you don't do exactly what they want you to do, but I've made my reasons very clear, and I will next time as well, because it's going to be the same logic. Although this guy, has he gone up? Oh no, that's gone down a bit slightly, hasn't it? Or has it? It might just be that we've gained a tiny bit more knowledge on the guy in the meantime. Further right. He's just half off the screen by that point. Okay. Cool. You helped me not being that. Did you? I don't think you did. Really? That does not ring a bell, Basil. Honestly. I can do the hokey cokey if only it were possible. The 6'1"ness is very important, yeah.
Hate me. I am familiar with over 600
no, it hasn't passed. Well,
programmed to get freaky.
It has a little bit, but we're still getting this stage of my career, you know, stuff. Bear Island Comics, thank you for the follow. Understand why chat would choose to sell him for 52 million. I mean, I can't, as I've said, but we're not going to talk about this any further. I still think it would be a dumb thing to do. It's not about connections. There's a little bit of that, but yeah. Might have been a half star. I think it might have actually come down slightly. Although, but it does matter. That little extra half star could sometimes mean a lot. Oh, we get a little bit of lag there. That's FM though. Don't worry. That's not the graphics card. Well, it kind of is, but that's just because apparently everyone gets that weird issue on certain like transition days. Thank God that cut file doesn't qualify you for anything. Oh dear. 4-star goalkeeper in Rither. Oh, I'm sure there is. And I bet he's on about 50 grand a week. 2 or 3 weeks ago. No, I'm not frustrated with the game at all. Compared to what I was 2 or 3 weeks ago. No, hell no. I would argue that actually we've kind of just taken that shit on the chin. Champions League going. We are in the group stages. And, oh, hang on. I don't think I need to touch this, do I? Because it's the same guys as before. Yeah, we'll just do that. Sorry. You know for a fact, chat, that I don't like really obnoxious backseating from time to time. Like, I like suggestions, but when people want to just keep beating a dead horse, it can get a little bit much. And admittedly, it's my job to move on from that. But sometimes, oh, look, he's happy to stay. Perfect. But sometimes it's just best to move on, which is what we're doing. So, it's good that they're all happy to stay, because that's going to help with the dynamics. Because we've still got a few guys that are being wallopers, particularly Limburg, actually. But hopefully once the window kind of goes away, we'll be fine. Wants the new deal. He hasn't asked me for one, so that's fine. Most league titles and I assume... What is the record, actually? Oh, way more frustrated back. I'm not frustrated at all now. Certainly not the game, actually. We've just kind of learned to live with the game's sort of eccentricities. The fact is, things are broken in it, but we can't do anything about that. So we just have to sort of try to... We're basically trying to play around it, I suppose, is the best way to describe it. You know? Frozen Thighs wants more game time, which is kind of nuts because he's played virtually every chance I've given him, which is... Very odd. Oh, Hulk Hogan, my apologies. I could do with that right now, honestly. Lovely. Wait, was the World Cup? Oh, right. Information in the records. Which information? Thank you, Gassed. I mean, I like to be most of the time, but little things will annoy you from time to time. Just things that you'd expect to work in a product. But, like, honestly, that's not really been a thing today. We kind of know the state of the game at this point, so we're just kind of playing around it, essentially. Who has the most titles won? Oh, no, sorry, you were asking me if that was the case, so I assumed you knew the answer, otherwise... So, yeah, we haven't won as many as that, no. I think I've got 14, maybe? Look at the state of that. What a dreadful season that was. It'll be in the records, won't it? Yeah, 18 titles. I don't know how many we've got. I think it's 14. It'll sell on our profile, won't it? Yeah, we've got 14 titles. So not yet. It's going to be a little while yet before we can get there. Yeah, I think we're okay, aren't we? Yeah, we're good. We're good. What was the World Cup top scorer? You mean, was it Ciro Immobile getting 1,000? Again. World Cup. Damn it! I don't think we can even see that, can we? No, we can't. Fantastic! Maybe keep the stats until the next one actually begins. See, under history. Oh, can you? Look at that season. 17 goals. I love that he was there as well. So, Trinsao of Portugal, who's retired immediately after that. He's just like, I've had enough, chaps. 8 goals for him. Marcos Dominguez of Spain. That was that ridiculous guy that, yeah, the guy that Atletico had, who was at Real Madrid before that, actually. But 17 goals for Ciro Immobile. That season was insane. What a year he had in that World Cup. 17 goals in a single World Cup. Didn't he get like 5 hat-tricks or something mad? Oh, dear. Anyone signed today? I don't think we've actually signed anyone, have we? Or have we? I actually can't remember now. My brain's gone completely blank. That record will never be beaten. Never be beaten. Until... I think he got like a double hat-trick against Thailand, didn't he? Which kind of makes sense. Oh, the Korean lad. Yeah, we signed the Korean lad, but you've already seen that. Let's see what he says. Let's ask Emmett first. Okay. Alright. You know what? Just to show how much I don't want to sell Luban Mihov, we're going to offer him a new contract. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Unless he wants super... Bloody hell! Maybe I should have sold him. Maybe I should have sold him, chat. Yeah, you're probably right. Oh, dear. Can we get PSG back on the road again? He's got 2 years left on his deal. That's a lot of money. His contract runs for another 2 years. In fact, technically it's another 2.5 years. No boat. No. I'm going to go with no on that one, bud. Now then. This makes things more interesting. Because now we can angle to sell him. But he's... Yeah, so that's what... Yeah, he's got like full 2 years left on his deal. Just let him run it down. Nah, I mean... I don't want to... I'm happy promise not kept. Sorry, bub. Want less money then? Plus, also, I found that sometimes players will just randomly drop their wage demands. So, you notice on my other save when I had... Why am I even having to respond to this? Just leave. That Constantine guy that wanted 20 million quid... Sorry, 20 million quid, lol. £20,000 a week randomly dropped his wage demands to like 10k within a couple of months. So, we'll come back in for him later. We've got time to sort it out. So, I don't think it's a big deal for us at the moment. Who is our highest earner? I think it's Mihai Alaku. I gave Alaku a new contract and he got, I think, £28,000. I think we can phone him, yeah. How you set up your scouts to find young wonder kids before they join a big club? So I don't, because I really don't think what I'm doing is particularly special. So on this save, for example, all we're doing is going to, say, Albania. This is an example. And then I'm scouting... Not I would avoid the under 18 squad because this squad doesn't always appear. So start with under 19s, and I'm just getting scout reports on anyone under 18 or 18 or under. Just get scout report, bam, like that, and then just go through. Maybe skip nations like Andorra, not that it matters because they don't have any apparently. And then you put up a huge scouting list, and then slowly over time you just whittle it down, going at 1 week scout reports on all the players, and that's how I find players, really. Dundalk have fallen away, yes. Not by, I mean, they're still miles clear of everybody else, but they did lose a couple of matches, including to us, if I recall. They also got beat by Drogheda, weirdly. I don't know how that came about, but yeah, they're still nearly 20 points clear of Scout Rovers, but also 13 behind us. Was there a guy there called Daniel Fuhrer? How to Foden. So what you do with the Foden thing is actually more about... so it's mostly better for free transfers. So the Foden thing was that you just keep trialing the player over and over and over, and eventually sometimes they just randomly drop their wage demands. That's how we got Phil Foden to join for Tromsø. And that's with the boat clause thing. The boat clause is... it's the 3-year extension. We call it that because we had a player called Valentin Barco, which is boat, on the Tromsø save, and we managed to stop the board from selling him to another club by triggering the extension in his contract. And that's why we started calling it the boat clause, because he was called the boat at the time. Hey, Cambodia! A stream glossary. We really do, actually, don't we? The London Dog Show. It's called Discover Dogs, Damien. It's usually on in November, October kind of time. I believe it's definitely on again this year. But that's what it's called. It's called Discover Dogs. Oh, we'll just pause these for now, as always. Why are they bidding on him now? Ah. So you are absolutely not getting a new contract. Not right now, because he's going to want moon money. Because he's got a 3-year deal currently and a 3-year extension. There is no way in a billion years I'm giving him a new contract right now. Pass, bro! Thank you very much for the follow. And he can just kind of suck on a lemon, honestly, and enjoy that, because... Let's see what he says. You've had a very poor return from you when you've played. Man's the top scorer. Yes, there we go. We've actually managed to bully our way through that discussion. Well done, us. CLDS vid. Thank you very much for the follow. Oh, dear. Oh, wait. I was ice battling with a gifted sub 2 pass roll. My bad. I misread it. My eyes deceived me. Thank you very much for that, though. That's very kind of you. They want Diaz. I want him to go away. It's mid-October. Nice. Awesome. It's really good, though. You just go pet dogs all day. It's brilliant. Well worth it. And it was really cheap last time when Pog and I did it as well, which made it even better. Who's this guy? Charizata. Only 8 heading. Not the tallest. Bit overrated, honestly. What was our Champions League odds, actually? 250 to 1. We were in the final last year. 250 to 1. Fancy a fiver on that, anybody? Hot diggity dog. Ooh. Ah, doesn't work. Oh, wait. Yeah, sometimes the game just lies. There's just no way that this guy, even when this fills in, is going to be anywhere near that good. Matt's horse is still looking solid. Got a lot of heft. Oh, there's an Albanian here. Behar Estrafi. He'd be very expensive, and he's not really that good, is he? What about the Petrov guy? Yeah, the knowledge is still slowly coming down the pipeline. But I think we could... I don't expect us to go that deep this year, honestly. I think we'll probably get binned off at the first knockout round again, but it might not matter, because I hope that we're going to get so many points from... Oh, look! Hello a minute. Wait. Akakbo Bukhari, struggling to say his name, I realise, will now talk to us. It could work. Well, hell, look at that. Interesting. This guy was one of the stage of my career guys. Very interesting. By wind, how about no? Also, probably don't spam. We've unlocked... Chat, we have unlocked Togo on the skill tree. Come on. Yes, it is on Game Pass for free right now, as far as I know, Mofo Turk. For $2,000? 2K? Between 0 and 2K. Love it. I bet 0 will do. Actually, no. I'm going to offer them. If they'll let me. Oh, they won't. I was going to offer them £690. Can I offer them, like... £70 is as close to 69 as we can get, right? I've been lied to. Can you manually type it? I don't think you can you? No, it rounds it up. It rounds it up. Bastards. 420 could have worked, true. But point is, they're lying to me. I'll give them the $2,000, I guess. Gah. Oh, I think it actually is. Oh, it could be, yeah. Oh, well. We weren't going to be able to get it for £69 anyway, but we had a go, right? But it does appear that it is starting to open up a little bit. What I would say is, it's still taken far too long, but at the very least, it does appear to be actually starting to open up a little bit, and we're getting less NAs. And the NAs we are getting, I think, are more to do with youth contracts, just sign a new deal type of players, rather than that silly stage of my career shit. It certainly seems to be getting better. Linger, thank you very much for the follow. The follow? They're still unsure. That is still mental to me, though. Unsure about negotiating terms. You're playing in the Togolese League. Mad. I've always wanted to go to Ljubljana. That's still mental, actually. That is this going to be purple? It's not. It's not actually purple as it goes. I'll impact sub the shit out of him. Yeah, okay. It's not too bad then. Bloody hell. Yeah, the Algerian... Oh, maybe we should try the Algerian guy again. Oh, it's a lovely place. I mean, I feel like the standard of living in Ireland is still going to be better than Togo. No offense, Togoians. What could we offer him? I could offer him 2 free pizzas. Maybe some garlic bread. I could take him to the Dutty Pizza place, chap. What doesn't he want? Don't want to be away from his family. Bring his family. I'll pay for his family's flights. Actually, wait, what am I doing? If we're going to do this, we might as well go the whole hog, right? Oh, shit. Okay. Maybe not. I think I went too far down on the actual wage itself there. He drives like a hard bargain for someone who's really, like, in the grand scheme of things, he's a nobody. Who knows who he is? Not I. Not you. The man's name sounds like Bukaki. Right, how about that? Yeah, all right. You're going to have that and like it. Bit steep. Oh, I don't know. It's not cheesy garlic bread. It's like just plain old garlic bread. They want to loan back. Do you know what? Honestly, I know it'd be homegrown, but like, who cares? Let's be honest. See you later, Cambodia. Thank you for bringing your wonderful positivity to us today. I needed that. Hey, Mikey. I see you playing Peglin again. How many Ascensions have you unlocked now? Not Ascensions. What is it called? Crucibles have you unlocked now? I did the 5th one last night. Because I'm obsessed with that game, apparently. It's very good, though. It's filled in that lovely Slay the Spire sort of hole. Not hole, but that same kind of vibe for me. I'm massively enjoying it. Can't do the last boss. Oh, seriously? Bombs. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Bomb builds. Lots of bomb builds. That's how you do it. Or Matrobshka. Matrobshka is very solid as well. Wait, hang on. I'll be glad when his contract's off there. The red bombs. Ah, yes. You need some kind of inherent healing too if you can. Ganem. Yes, Ganem. I want to look at Ganem. I also want to get a couple of Champions League games in today. What game is filling? Oh, that would be a game called Peglin. So imagine a Slay the Spire like progression method, you know, with the bosses and the elites and that sort of stuff. Basically the exact same. It's very close to that. But then imagine that the fights were done with Peggle. If you've never played Peggle, I realize that's going to sound silly to you, but it's amazing. Hey, Dan. How are you, man? Sorry, you were in early, weren't I? I missed that. I'm so sorry. How's it going, friend? Rob SD, thank you for the follow. Let's have a look at Gavin. So let's see. Is he still being a big mellowing whopper? I'm just going to accept because I don't really care what actually happens here. I just want to see. You say it's worth it. I would say that prior to the latest update, the price was a little high. Because it was like 13 quid on Steam when I bought it. But I feel like now that they've added the first... This song's really loud for some reason. I feel like now that they've added the first 7 levels of Crucible, which is kind of like, you know, Ascension or Heat, the New Game Plus kind of thing, it's now become more worth it. And I know that they're planning to add more stuff as it goes along, including new classes of character, I guess. I would say it's now worth it. I think I have probably about 40 hours in it already. And I just play it when I'm kind of... I don't know, it's one of those things I can listen to other stuff. Like, it's one of those games I listen to. I play when I'm listening to a podcast, but I also do it when I'm like uploading videos and I can't leave the PC because I need to sort out monetization settings. So I'll just play a game of Peglin for a bit. It's a really good game for that kind of stuff. Not idle by any means, but it's really, really good. I like it. Macaulay, right? He's now fully scouted. He's very good, but Let's ask his agent, shall we, actually? I bet you under any circumstances. Yeah, that's fair. You know what? You're at River Plate. You could go somewhere way bigger than us, sort of. Which was the Aussie? Did I miss an Aussie? Or is he the guy we've been scouting for ages? Was that Josh Peterson, the guy from, the guy at Charlton? He's very good, isn't he? Yeah. But won't talk to us. And that's actually kind of fair. Just about, I suppose. Boom. The Cowburn guy. Oh, the Cowburn guy. Yeah, he seems to be not as good as we thought. He's just a bit... Yeah. Average the population of some entire towns and villages. It doesn't really. See? Still saying it on him. Weird. Weird. He's doing well, though. I'm liking him. That nice little steady upward trajectory. I think that this guy is going to be absolutely outrageous. Oh, we got Chelsea, Galatasaray, and Shakhtar, which is, yeah, not bad. Okay, so he's going to come in, I guess, because memes. Ten Hag, let's have a look. Oh, the Japanese striker PSG, that. Oh, yeah, he's blatantly wasted talent. There's no way he's still playing for them. And if he is, it's not playing. Oh, wait, sorry, I forgot that. God forbid I be able to type in PSG and the game know that I'm talking about PSG. That'd be silly, wouldn't it? Let's see. Is he still there? Jude Bellingham is, by the way. Silverette, if you see the VOD of this by any chance. There you go. Crack on. Matthew McDonald. Is that the Australian guy? Yes. Oh, no, it's a different Australian guy. Who came through at Dinamo Zagreb. Well, okay. He used to work. Yeah, I thought it did as well. I'm not seeing the... I know that Robert Kubek is... Sorry, not Robert Kubek. Jonas Kubek is still there. I'd really like it if they could buy that clause off of us. That'd be great. I'm not seeing him. Problem is, I don't know what his name is. Oh, no, it's not him, is it? Or is... No, he's not a striker, is he? Dundalk and Bows are both in the group stages of the Conference League and Europa League, respectively, as well. So we've got a bit more... yeah. Yaya Colin. Play Yaya Colin! Yeah, I forgot his name. I guess the Japanese national team would probably be a good way of finding him, though, right? He's bound to be a Japanese international, even if he's not playing for PSG. Positions. Oh, shit. Oh, it's this guy. It's this guy. Iwamoto. Yeah. Here he is. Masaru Iwamoto at Porto, who... I mean, PSG still made some mad stonks. How many games did he play for PSG? 1, 3, 1. Shameful, innit? But, in fairness, 18 goals and 31 for Porto. Solid. So they did get a couple of points. Like, Cork knocked out Sepsi. And Scammot Rovers took a win against... not Basel. Ross County. But they did lose in total. And... there was another one as well. Oh, yeah. Cork got a draw against Basel in one of the games as well. So it's better anyway. I would say. Eric Ten Hag. That's not how you spell it, Matt. Lol. There it is. Currently the manager of Spania. He's been around a bit. Was Ajax manager, the Netherlands manager for 4 years. He actually won the Champions League with Porto. Or did he? Was that... Oh, wait. Peg's gone. Chat, Peg has disappeared. Well, I'll be damned. Is Sean Dyche still Liturgy manager? I suspect so, yes. Let me just check old Dyche. No, he has been sacked, chat, as the Italy manager. No, the greatest meme of all time is not done. I was hoping he'd at least leave at 69. Oh, who's the Italy manager now? Be someone boring like, I don't know, Daniele De Rossi. Okay, well, honestly, that's nearly the same level of... That's pretty awesome, actually. Federico Chiesa is the Italy manager. What, Chiesa's a really nice guy, or Sean Dyche? Or both? Dyche always used to manage England in my saves as well. Oh, I know, we're doing Boca, aren't we? Get the old team reporties. I think we've done one of these more recently, but you tend to lose most of the knowledge after like a month unless you like specifically allocate scouts on them. 0% win rate. Yeah. Most people just get motivated by his voice in the end. See, he'd love... Oh. Pep Guardiola is now a Doff. Wait, what? Retired from hands-on roles? Pep Guardiola has just fully mudded us. Treaty United isn't the standard of club I want to work for. Doesn't want to work for a club that's just been in the Champions League final. Get fucked, Peg. Yeah, they can. We actually hired a scout at one point that said that. And as a result, because he had the no hands-on role thing, he lost all his scouting knowledge and was unable to gain scouting knowledge, but could still be hired as a scout because Football Manager is a perfectly working game. I had Jurgen Klopp as my head scout at Sassuolo on my OTI save as it goes. So Ollie just retired. He just, as far as I know, he just... Yep. Left Man United in 2024, then just binned it. Had enough of it. Where is old Clippity Clop? Also retired as staff. Wow. After being the France manager. So he managed Liverpool, then Real Madrid, Man City, Germany, Spain, and France. They bloody love a national job, don't they, these big managers? I like Spiffing Brit. There you go. Yeah, believe it or not, he started complaining for some reason, even though I think it was once again, he was one of those players that were complaining because we had to rotate before the Champions League finals. And then, yeah, because reasons. Right, Boca Juniors. Let's have a look at their first team. Wow, it's not as good as River, is it? By, like, not even close to being as good as River. You get what? Oh, of course, yeah. But you'll notice though, a lot of them don't really seem to take their jobs in real life straight away. These guys seem to... I find that big name managers seem to move into national team jobs way too fast in FM. Whereas in real life, they don't seem to do it quite as quickly. Although, oh, hang on. There's some youth players at Boca, though. Who are... Oh, my God, they're signable. Oh, why is it all strikers can't finish? Yorkshire's Dinner Queen. I actually don't know. But I do like Spiffing Brit. I don't really drink tea. In fact, I don't drink tea at all. I drink decaf coffee. That's what I do. I'm that guy. Semi-retirement. Yeah, I guess so. But they seem to take the jobs very early. Oh, wow, he's dropped off massively. I still kind of want to get another scout report on him, though. Because I feel like he's not as bad as it's suggesting. Might just be that we had a shit scout go out there. He doesn't care. Smith signed for Bradford, PA. Cool shit. This is a rotation game, isn't it? Because we've got Chelsea afterwards. I want to hopefully get through... Well, we're definitely going to get through that. Probably not going to get through another one, but still. Right, so it's 4 days. So we go rotation here. Full rotation. And... Fuck it, Wan again. Why not? My assistant really likes putting Manea there and then Solis on the wrong side. And then not playing Rengifo at all. Amad Diallo's mostly just here for vibes now. Because, you know what, fuck it. Let the vibes continue. He's going to get a chance here. I think it's probably the last game he'll ever play for us before he retires into the ether or something. I'm going to put Glucevic at right back. Chance for... Oh, yeah, it is Ilya Keating and not... Oh, we'll give a chance for Vidovic to see what he's like. Show if he's the worthy replacement for old Watson Majigama Bobama. I mean, like, yeah, maybe we could have sold that keeper, but I don't know. We didn't need the money. Let's put it that way. Then again, I think at this point, there's not really any situation where we don't need the money. We always need extra cash. But it's just, it's taken us so long to find that keeper, the one that we really like and one that settles in this squad and just pulls off amazing stuff. Striker called Semple. They did indeed. It is... Wait, he's just called... Oh, Greg Semple. There we go. I thought he was just called Semple. Yeah, he can't play against us, unfortunately. As much as I try to take that out of those contracts, sometimes the loan manager seems to put that back in again, annoyingly. Even though I'm told specifically not to. Which is a shame. Come on, Amad Diallo. I need more than just vibes from you today. As long as the vibes are warm. Like they hopefully are in this chat. Bob Semple. Oh, go on, Solis. Drop it across. Easy finish. Oh, my lord. I think it's more due to form. I've noticed that Lindbergh's kind of... He's good. Like, Lindbergh is a great option in the central midfield. Hopefully, he'll be a long-term partner to Frozen Thighs. But he isn't really seeing a great deal of development. At the moment, anyway. Yeah. They're all having a little competition with each other. The closest you can get to scoring without scoring wins like a tenner. Actually, let's be honest. They're Champions League footballers. It's at least 10 crown. It's at least 10.50. Good lord, we did it again. They really are doing everything not to score here. Way! Octavio Solis. One of the many players in this team with an 8-sounding name. Wan was never ever going to be a first teamer. We signed him because he was cheap, but we noticed that he scored a lot of goals out on loan. And we wondered if there was maybe something in the match engine that just worked with him. And he has got a decent number of goals this season when I've rotated him in. I've been choosing him a lot as a rotation option in matches. And to give him his credit, I think he's probably got like double figures for us this year. So clearly there's a player there. But the problem is that he won't accept a loan to other clubs anymore. He keeps doing the whole... He keeps thinking their squads aren't strong enough. How have we not scored there either? Jesus Christ. We're twatting Wexford here, but without the actual... the goals being scored part of it. That's what we're missing. There we go, over the bar now. Max fixing. It do be feeling like that. I think Solis must have scored by accident. It looked like he was trying to get it over the bar, but it just happened to go in. By pure fluke of nature. Just giving the ball away again. This is Wexford for crying out loud. They're a second-tier side. And really, there's only one about... There's basically 12 teams in Ireland at the moment. Oh, yes. Nice finish, Jovetic. He is Chinese. He's Chinese-Brazilian, so he genned at Sao Paulo, but we signed him because he was Chinese and we thought it was fun. His value's not very high, because it's only really goalkeepers that have the high value for China, if I recall, because they only are... I think they're only like supposed to have a Chinese goalkeeper. So his value's not particularly great by any means. I don't think it's bad, but it's not like... Yeah, like £2 million. Compared to the rest of our squad, that's fuck all. And he is not playing, no. But we signed him for like 170 grand, so we'd still make profit if we sold him, obviously. That's going to be a penalty any minute now. No? Wow. Go on, Glucevic. Bang on top bins. Or something. Wang Yibin. Who was Wang Yibin? Was he one of our assistants? Or one of our scouts or something? It's a goal for Alexander Lindberg. Nice. God, nearly everybody in this team seems to be encroaching on like double figures for this club now. Vinicius up to 32 as well, which is I think the most we've had a striker score for us in quite a few seasons, honestly. Since Emmett, really. And I feel like Vinicius could probably get towards 40 this year, which would be a good start, honestly, considering he's not played like every league game by any means, with all the rotation we've had to do. And I feel like he's now finally in the position where he could start to really explode as a striker. For the longest time, well, the first half of the season when he was here, or the first... That's not a foul. For the first season, it was Wang Yibin. Yeah, I think so. The Northern... Yeah, I don't think they're getting anywhere near it. The Northern Irish League has really not developed. Even the Welsh League has done okay. Maybe it's just because we keep... Oh, Diallo's on pens. I assume it's just because we keep beating Glentoran and Linfield in the Irish President's Cup, or whatever it's called. The Irish Champions Cup. That annoying European trophy that somehow got a player suspended from the Champions League because he got booked in it. Which is mental. And I'm still bitter about it. Not that it matters. We got to the final after all. I think the guy's name was Wang Yibin. I'm almost certain. Because we had a couple of Chinese coaches for a while. Because they were the only coaches that were signed for us on like decent money were these two Chinese coaches, which was awesome. Mainly because we were allowed to get staff. That's always nice. Go on. Solis. Nice. Did Glentoran make it? Wow. Maybe Northern Ireland is finally on the up. They need to do a Scotland. I mean, to be fair, we need to do a Scotland at this point. Yeah, it's the President's Cup. No, hang on. The President's Cup is like the Irish Community Shield, if I recall. And then there's the All-Ireland Champions Cup, which is the European trophy thing that we have to play in every year with a double leg. Switzerland would be lovely. I'd love it if we did a Switzerland. I think this year we're going to have a better year than last year, but we're not going to do as well, like personally. But I think that Dundalk and Bowes are going to get us so many extra points. My camera's frozen. Well, at least that's not a proper issue. It's still just my camera. But my eyes are shut in it, so that's good. Enjoy. We lasted a fair way before we had a camera issue, I suppose. God, look at that beautiful face. He looks disgusted with you. There he is. Ah. It does keep you fit, but like friendlies, it's basically a friendly anyway, so we'd be playing friendlies at that point. Matt approves, he do. bit of a lucky one. I don't think we were lucky. Like, we were the better side. I think we were decent against Man United. We did the right things against Milan. Against PSG, there was an element of luck. We played really well at the Parc des Princes against them. The second leg was definitely, there was an element of luck in that. Though what I would say is that I think that a lot of that was because Mihov kept us in the game. Wrexham scoring the... Wow. So Wrexham are winning at the moment. Oh, 3-3. Wow. Ryan Reynolds is going to be pulling his damn hair out. That which he has. I've never played FM Touch in my life. Oh, no, that's not true. Technically, I've played FM Touch back when it was on PC, because we used to use it sometimes for Showdown. You moved to California, Kim. Wow. What's that like? Whereabouts? I say whereabouts. I mean, obviously, you don't have to say that. But what we're trying to do is it's building a nation. So if you saw the Tromsø save last year, it's basically the same vibes as that, except obviously in Ireland. Gornwan, yes! Come on. I think there was an element of luck there, but we'd also had bad luck in the group stages when we played against Chelsea, where I think we were the better side in both games against Chelsea, and we only got 1 point from it. So what goes around comes around, right? Us to get paid for. No, but what I mean is that he statistically made way more saves than he was supposed to, in the sense that, like, statistically speaking, PSG should have scored 3 times in that game against us, but they didn't. So we were still a bit fortunate. We created very little, and they had a load of chances. But, you know, that's why I wanted to keep him, because he's the first goalkeeper we've had since Bart that I actually trust in goal and feel like can make those saves when it counts. So that's why I was so keen to hang on to him. Oh, if we could get Solis to score the 8th goal, that'd be perfect. Excited for today. What's today? Is there something going on I don't know about? Am I having a party? Chelsea is the best team in the game, for sure. We've looked at their squad, and we've looked at other squads, and PSG are probably giving them a run for their money. The finals. Oh, the Champions League final. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm not excited for it. I don't really care who wins, but I am going to watch it. Modify. You mean... When you say qualifying, you mean the Grand Prix. The race. No, Alberto I sold to Lille for... was it Lille? I sold it to someone for 17 million quid. Because we can't... Oh, lovely goal, Big Pab. Yes. But yeah, Chelsea are definitely the best squad in the game at the moment. Hey, Ollie. Well, the thing is, we were good enough to beat Chelsea, although we didn't, in the groups. But then got absolutely humped by them in the final, so... I don't know. We were missing people, though, so I suspect there was an element of that. Maybe they played a slightly different system. Alberto's picture. Basically, the reason he has that picture was because we were trying to find a replacement for our goalkeeper at the time, Bart Verbruggen, who we'd sold to Porto for £20 million, but we loaned him back twice. So they never actually played a single minute for the club that paid £20 million for him. Go on, Juan, yes. And we were trying to find the Spanish version of him. So when we found, I have no idea what the guy's name is, we just made him we called him El Barto for ages. And then I think it was Icarus made us that wonderful picture, which is just Bart Verbruggen in a sombrero. Shran Poves, that's the guy. Yes, well done, chat. I had no clue. Absolutely no idea. But that's why he has that picture. And the great thing about it is if another regen generates with the same ID in future, that's going to be my face pack on his picture. Well, put it this way, Jinx. I'd forgotten that his name... I'd forgotten what his name was. I obviously knew it wasn't Bart, but I'd forgotten what his name actually was. It takes me a long time to remember what the Donut's real name is. This new goalkeeper could be Bartovic, true. Or Bartov. Oh, Rengifo. Oh. I don't know. I like Mihov. I want him to stay here for a while. If PSG came back in next year and it was like 60 million and we still couldn't get his contract down, then maybe I'd be like, you know what? Yeah, that makes sense. Bartov works. I like Bartov. If we had a French one, it would have to be Barthez, surely. Our biggest win ever is like 10 something, I think. We won that game 9-0, didn't we? What can we see? It'd been club records, wasn't it? 13-0 in the Cup 7 years ago against Bluebell United. Also, the high scoring match, of course, being that 8-6 that we had, which is insane. That goal scoring record there of 65 in a season is never going to be beaten. Biggest loss was the 8-2 to Arsenal. Yeah, that's right. Arsenal beat someone 8-2. Imagine. And it was us. We got absolutely hammered by them. Right, now we can get a nice little rest on. Get ready for Chelsea. Oh, hang on, wait, that's Boca Juniors scout. Oh, they don't have any, really. Apart from Quiroga, who we've already looked at before and decided against even though he's fairly solid, actually. But we'll wait for the youth team one to come through. Vidovic, not got good potential. Well, it's not so much potential with him. He's a backup keeper. So I signed him for 4.7 million after I sold Barto, so that we then had at least a backup keeper who was solid and could do a job in case we got an injury to Mihov. So, yeah, for 4.7 million pounds, Croatian international, reasonable job, I think. He's basically just like Mihov, but not quite as good in virtually every area, which is kind of what I wanted. Plus, I also got that Northern Irish goalkeeper just as a backup, just in case we got into real trouble. I mean, there's a guy here called Alejandro Varron. How could he not be good? Although I believe he's not. Heading could be... Ooh. He is pretty good, yeah. But I wouldn't trust him being our first choice keeper. Say we'd been forced some way to sell Mihov in that window, because we'd never really used him. I wouldn't trust him enough yet. This guy still won't talk to us yet. I think he has to be based on contracts, right? Yeah, new contract. That's fine. We'll get him when he's not got the contract situation. Shadow Cove. Thank you for the follow. Outgunned. Yeah, you could say that. I want this guy a lot because for me, he's really, really good. Kenobi Show, no. It's not really my thing. I watched The Mandalorian. I watched one season of The Mandalorian. I've kind of just, what's the word? Stopped caring about Star Wars. I think I got like Star Wars overload with all the Disney shit and also how bad most of it was, to the point where I just sort of stopped caring about Star Wars, I guess.
Cooper, take off the Pope hat.
Usually do in Europe. So Dundalk have been in the Champions League group stages for the last 2 seasons in a row, and they've actually got points. In fact, they got a win in the first season. This year, they had a bit of a weird qualifying campaign, so now they're in the Europa Conference League, but the team that was in the Europa qualifiers are actually in the Europa League. It's weird. They dropped all the way down. They lost to, like, Lausanne. I am Scars. Thank you for the follow. Your source won't talk to us. I know. He will do. It's because of the contract thing again. Favorite Roald Dahl story? Oh, easy, mate. Charlie and the Charlic Factory. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That was Roald Dahl, right? I do like me a chocolate factory. M would be a full-on BFG fan. She is a BFG admirer. Charlie and the Chov. I don't know. Dundalk, I hope they do well, but God, look at this. Charlie and the Garlic Factory. Now we're talking. That's a factory I want to tour. Charlie and the Charlie Factory. Just makes cocaine. Whoa! Dundalk just dropped points against Bray freaking Wanderers. Oof. Now they only have an 18-point lead over Bose. M does like a PSG. A PSG? The PSG. It's Roald Dahl's new book, The PSG, about this giant that sports washes. Words are hard indeed, yes. Wouldn't recommend them, chat. Hello, Pog. I'm struggling, alright? I tried to make myself a goalkeeper and now I'm a little bit rattled. I love a bit of the PSG. The pig Sendley giant. Can I have another coffee? Why not? It's decaf. No, you're full of sugar because you're so sweet. I think it's working, chat. Oh, do that later.
I don't want my trousers to fall down.
That makes one of us. Wait! Anyway, can I have the... No, seriously, can I have another cup of coffee? That'd be lovely, thank you. 4-4? No way! Hang on, it was only 4-3, like... I was just about to read out that message. And now we're at 4-4. Millie highlights Vulcan Danger. Why, thank you, Millie, for alerting us to the greatest striker the world has ever seen.
Can you all keep an eye on him for me, please? Because I don't think he's okay.
I'm fine. I'm fine. This is fine. Finally win back region. Well, it's funny you say that, right, Captain Ginger? Because 2 of them have come along at once, like buses, right? Where is he? We literally picked up a... nice. We picked up this guy, Morton Pedersen, in the same window for £2 million. Matt is misbehaving. I'm always misbehaving, chat. I'm a rebel. A rebel without a cause. Which game is this? This is Football Manager. I realise that's not what you're asking. I'm being a dick. It's Chelsea. We're playing Chelsea in a minute. Oh, I thought you meant... Right, you're talking about the football, not this game. Right, okay, see your point. Yeah, Wrexham versus Grimsby. So it's 4-4 now. Exactly, you get to put the blanket around me, that big silver blanket that they give you when you get real cold. I'd love a weighted blanket. Hello, sir. Who are you? Anda Agrazabala. Can I show check your corgi? What corgi? Oh, this. It's a corgi. It's silver. I thought it was a fox at first. It's got a big old thing on the top that does definitely something. Put picture. How do you put a picture in a circle? Oh, I see. 12 eccentricity. Yeah. Oh, I get it. Yeah, yeah. The new Kepper. A little bit. Yeah. But we do need a new Kepper, right? I mean, won't talk to us, presumably, because YouthCon. Actually, let's just ask. Low move. Yeah, that's weird, that, isn't it? Now that I can agree with, Aaron. Hespeda's been playing. Oh, God, no. He's only 16, and he's just not good enough. But I would really like to get him on loan, maybe. Suditu is still sticking about. Wow, we really aren't getting much knowledge on him. He feels like the next great Romanian signing, along with the other next great Romanian signing, honestly. God, Romania is great. I bloody love Romania. This save has been full of amazing Romanians. Also, Nurgord is still doing the rounds. I can't, Jack. I'm busy. I'm working here. Hang on. I'm working here. I'll have to watch the highlights later. It'll bound to be on YouTube. But it does sound awesome. This is the thing. The Romanian national team, weirdly, if I recall, wasn't even doing that well, despite being absolutely stacked. 40th feels way too low. When you look at who they've got, bear in mind, their top players, only one of them plays for Treaty. And you know how good the players that play for Treaty are. They've got a guy at Chelsea, who came up through at Craiovia. We've got this guy at Benfica. They're absolutely stacked with talent. Oh, there's a guy at Farrell. Wait, who? 28. Worth a look, I suppose. He's at Farrell. Why not? Irish nationality. No. No, they haven't, because they tend to get call-ups really early when they're any good, so they tend not to. Yeah, Switzerland's been okay for us. Like, we have signed a Swiss guy one time, but he turned out to be not very good. That was one of our first big money signings as it goes. Turned out shit. Yeah, I'm giving all the jobs to the Romanians, and they are taking them with open arms because they deserve them. They've been amazing in this save. Wait, this is a semi-final? Holy God. Czech Republic's been decent in this save too, because we've got Mate, who's Czech, and I think Spak is Slovakian, right? Yeah. In fact, our entire backline at one point was Romanian, Czech, Slovakian, Serbian, which was pretty sick. And then a Romanian in the midfield, a Romanian there. It's great. Eastern Europe for the win. Right. That's what I want. You ready? I spak the truth. I do. Violence until next Saturday. God. This is too much, like, tension. Oh, my God. What is this? Is this guy new? No, he's not. He wasn't in their Chelsea squad last time. Well, we know what's about to happen. Oh yeah, and a Bulgarian in goal, of course. Right, this is going to be really tough because they've got Alejandro Volkan up front. Where's Seydou Fall? Have they sold their... Because there was a guy... Yeah, the guy that started up top with... What's-a-majig in the last one was a guy called Fall. What if they sold him?
So I tell the swamp donkey to sack it before I give her a tonk in a tradesman's entrance.
IHS 1971, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're well. Oh, there he is, Asana Fall. Oh, he's still at Chelsea, he's just not starting. Oh, by the way, don't know if you've noticed it in here. You will have done, possibly. Chelsea bought Jibril Dia off of Bayern Munich for £31 million. And obviously, because our board are arseholes, we got nothing. Nothing. Because there was no clauses whatsoever in that deal. Mental. Dan! 9999999. Thank you very much for the follow. I hope that was the correct amount of 9s. Let me know. I'm struggling with that. Like, struggling to say the name properly on the other side. Because I know that the Ys in Denmark are a bit weird. Fuck it, I'll get a first team report on them too while I'm here, right? Might as well get value for money out of it. They do love treaty players. They really do. They're after every player I have. It's absolutely outrageous. Right. Maybe could be injured, actually. Look at the number of wanted. But at least only one goalkeeper's... I don't think I can do it again yet, can I? Nah. That's fine. He'll get one, I suspect. And if he doesn't, then hopefully PSG will be back again. It feels unlikely to me that PSG would have been able to sign another goalkeeper on the final window, given how desperate they were to sign. I do love it, though, when you get an AI club that are, like, super the same as the Wise in Norway. I don't think they are. I really don't think they are. When I looked it up online, they were very different. They were pronounced more like a U sound, almost, like Huga. Right, we owe them. We do owe them from that little Champions League final we had. Even that I've been pronouncing Norwegian Wise wrong for like 3 years. But no one corrected me back then. Ha, they've lost their... Hang on, have they really? Who was it they lost to? All right, we move. Let's go. And obviously we want... Ah, this is annoying. Actually, no, we don't care about what's going on in this one, do we? Because we'll be able to see the scorelines from our group in here. Bozo towards the top, Dundalk there. Lovely, off we go. Moving on. Best new gender to say for the AI. If you can tell me how I would find out that information, then I can show you, but I don't know how you can really find that. I mean, we could look at like the Ballon d'Or winner, who is a regen, but that's... I don't know if that would make him the best. I'd say Vulcan's probably the best. However you say it is wrong. True. True. Oh, big tackle. Ref Voss was the one that actually won the Ballon d'Or, so he's probably up there as well. Espen Falconos. Diaz. It's 1-0 at Stamford Bridge. Why couldn't we do this in the Champions League final? Chelsea 0, Treaty United 1. Diaz. Really, really easy as well to score that goal. Of course. Here we are. 1-0 to us at Stamford. What is it? That's a dreadful clearance from the keeper. Was this another assist from Espen Falconos? Of course it was. Great first time finish. My coffee has arrived. What more do you want out of life? Hello, Pog. I've been behaving, haven't I? I've said lots of nice things about Pog. Love you very much.
So I tell the swamp donkey to sack it before
Providence, baby. Thank you very much for the follow.
And have a lick me yarbles.
Sorry, you're looming. You loomed. Technically, the only player we were actually missing that I would have wanted to start was Alaku, as it goes. Suspicious Pog is suspicious in it. I usually... So when I went and looked all the Danish clubs up on Forvo, and it was the Brumba thing that kind of threw me. It is a nice looking coffee, isn't it? Pog's taken real pride in these now. Since our coffee machine they've not got any decaf availability. Pog know what FM was before I streamed? Oh yeah, because I've been making YouTube videos since 2014. So Pog's firmly Pog firmly knows what FM is prior to me starting streaming. Oh god, Wozniak's through. Right there. That kind of goalkeeping. Those are huge chances that we just seem to not concede very often because he's in goal. Dundalk are winning against Rizny Mostar. The perfect start. Best clubs in Europe. Okay, remind me after this match and we'll go and have a little look at that because I'm curious now. Alaku, back for Falconos. Surely not another assist for Big Espen. The donut? Ah, it's a bad pass. Black like tar. No. This is a decaf caramel latte. And it is just delicious. Could I fix it? True. I'd love to go to Estonia. I'm kind of jealous that Basil's doing that 10k there. Oh, that was close. Bugger me. We've given them a good game here so far. Still 1-0 there. I know we have probably a higher representation of Scandies than some other channels, maybe because I've done so many damn saves in Scandinavia. I just really like Scandinavia, both in Football Manager and in real life, honestly. I want to see all the Scandi countries. Just delicious. Oh, Ollie, you flatter me, sir. It's the Roma shirt, I know. How's the other game? 1-0 and still 0-0. Good work. I think if Bron got a 0-0 draw away from home, that'd be very good. Oh, they're losing. Okay. Never mind. I find that France can be a bit like Germany. PSG have a habit of releasing a lot of... Because PSG signs so many players, I find that they also have a habit of releasing a lot of players or listing players much cheaper than they should be. Like, Remy Dubois is the best example. Oh, really? What a save again. What a stop from Mihov. He's literally denying them certain goals at this point with some of his goalkeeping. He is unbelievable. Where had Jorgen... They had literally couldn't field anyone except a starting 11. Wow. Hang on, I'm looking at this now. Agree. So he was just fully on. So he came on as a substitute because of the injury. Holy shit. I've never seen that before, but I guess it's something that has to happen, right? Oh, thank you, Asherwoman. That's very kind of you. Oh, surely not. Oh, good chance. That was a good chance, actually. Mihov is world class. This is why PSG want him. You just getting goalkeepers that can save those types of shots. Honestly, if he continues to be this good, I'm not even opposed to giving him some monster contract, but I do want to be careful with it still. I think we can get him down to like 40 with the right clauses and waiting around a little bit. Waiting until there's less interest in him for a bit. And then I find that when they've got interest, they'll be more likely to want massive deals. Hey, Vauxhall. Should be straightforward. Oh, dearie me. 50 at most, yeah. But no, I'm glad you're enjoying the mashup. That's awesome. I enjoy making them. Boom. Right, cool. What a game he's having. Nah, the thing is, it's not even like that. He just... That's just a bad miss. You haven't harboring your thumbnails. So basically, the reason for that, Kermred, is because in order to use my thumbnails, I have to use stock... Oh my god, it's 2-0. Come on! I have to use stock images, and I have to find royalty-free stock images to use in my thumbnails, and as a result, we're in the group stages with them again. There's only a certain amount of images available. Norway had way more images available on Envato Elements, which is the site I have an account for, than Denmark for some reason, and as a result, that's why I have had to be a bit more fluid with the images I'm using for Denmark, which is annoying. It feels like there's loads of photogenic parts of Denmark, but for some reason, they're not on Envato. Oh, it's a good goal from Gianluca Biafiore. Wow. I still think we're pretty lucky, but hey, you know what? We didn't get the luck in the final, did we? I say luck. We weren't very good. Brana a goal down. Please tell me at the very least that Bows are still a goal up. Yes, they are, and it's looking quite tasty for them as it goes. Our coffee is very caramelly. When you win the Champions League, I don't know. I think it's 17 million is the prize money for winning the damn thing. I don't know about how much you, unless there's anything more specific. Why did we lose the ball there? Oh, this is Montano, by the way, another of the players that I tried to sign that Chelsea stole off of us. There's just an endless list of them at this point, isn't there? Alaku, threes, the donut's in. Oh my god, what a goal! No! Oh my god, that should have been what a goal that would have been. Holy shit, the football there was... Oh no. Now we're going to do a silly and concede. Guaranteed. Well, I'll be damned. I can't believe we missed the open goal there. But, at the very least... Right, subs now. Oh, dearie. What a piece of football, though. That was a great piece of football. Oh, wait, no, I don't want Jovetic there. Actually, Jovetic could do a job, but Manea isn't nervous, and that actually really does matter to me. Oliveira, we're going to need these left-backs to start getting their shit together a little bit, I think, because he's not very good, honestly. I only loaned him in so we had a stopgap. I don't really want to bring off him, actually. Midfielder looking... Actually, Donut's looking a bit knackered. Jovetic might have to come on there. Oh... Has 9 finishing. Does he only have 9 finishing? Well, that would certainly explain it. Even a draw here would be good, but when you're 2-0 up and have a chance like that, bugger me. If Espen Falkenhorst could just... If he could... The thing is, it wasn't even about finishing there. He just needs to put a shot on target, and it's a goal. That's the most disappointing thing. Ah, Pedro Sousa's in. Come on, Mihov. Show me your goods. All right. Or don't. Mihov just stood there staring at him, being like, you're not going to score, so don't even attempt it. I hate that this resets when you make subs. Bron have equalised. No, not Bron. Bows have equalised. Okay. Come on, Bows. I mean, at the moment, once again, Mihov is actually winning us this match. It's his saves are winning this game. Manea. Oh, that's so poor. God, they're really good with these clearances. And Box making some nice runs. That's a really poor pass, though. This should be fine. Just drop it back to the keeper. No, Stefan, what are you doing, you penis? Although, actually, maybe not. Maybe Paolo Vinicius. Oh, God almighty. God almighty. Oh. He has to. Dundalk have scored a second goal. We are 4 minutes away from winning at Stamford Bridge. We are about to concede here, of course. But we've at least tried our best. Oh, God. I thought Dia was going to provide the assist or something. Be like a penalty or something. There you go. It's inevitable, isn't it? 90th minute. Pretty standard. Wouldn't be surprised if we lost now. Oh, well. It's still a good point. But, yeah. With a spoon for a foot in it. And it's a fucking ladle, mate. That's... We weren't good enough, really, to get a 2-2 draw. But when you go 2-0 up, sometimes you just think maybe you can hang on. But it's still a pretty good result. We got a 2-0 against them last year, honestly. This is really kind of similar, in a way. But it could have been 3. We had those chances. The one for Vinicius, the one for Falkenhorst with the open goal. That said, Chelsea also had loads of chances. So, and Mihov again pulls out an absolute war. We don't win that game without him. I just really don't think we win that game without him. Liverpool or Madrid? I'm a Fulham fan, so it's fine. I can take it or leave it. Galatasaray. Wow, 3-0. Are Shakhtar really that bad? Apparently so. Let's see. Where are we now? 3.4. Hell yeah. Champions football with Irish clubs. It's fun though, isn't it? Right? Plus, also, Cork. How good are Cork? In this save, obviously, because we're not managing them, they're up to 5th. They've come second once as well. Once they finally got promoted, they finally started doing stuff, basically. I still think they're really, really good. So, other Irish sides, I think those results stood. As far as I know, Bow's got a draw, which is good. 1-1 draw away at Braun. That's obviously a good result. It's an away result. I think they'll be good at home. Solid. Final didn't beat Sparta Prague that easily, actually. So maybe there's a chance there. And then obviously in the other one. Where is it? Yep. Dundalk topped the group with a 2-0 victory against Nizhny Mostar. Yep. Oh no, I'm just saying, it's not that I wouldn't, like for example, we sold Admiral Ackman. I sold him. He was probably, I would say arguably, pound for pound, our best player at the time. But I had the logic behind it was, I didn't think he was going to sign a new contract, and I wanted to get rid of him and make some money on the deal at the time. That was why I took the money. I feel like having an existing player that you know works well in your tactic and is an excellent player is worth far more than money a lot of the time, because money can't guarantee you a replacement, even if you think it can. Particularly when you're a club like us as well. We 2-2 draw. Chelsea got a 91st minute equaliser. We were 2-0 up at Stamford Bridge. It's a bit of a shame, but life goes on, right? But that's really good for coefficient points. It's so much easier to do good stuff now that we've got other Irish sides doing stuff in group stages for us, because now we're at 3.4 already. It's... Well, we didn't really get FM. If anything, they got FM. We shouldn't have been 2-0 up in the first place. So how's this doing for next year? Are we still in the fight here? Yeah, the gaps are relatively close, honestly. I feel like we could still gain ground on... I think we'll overtake Ukraine this year. Even though they're getting rid of a bad year, they're doing really poor. I think if we had a really good year, we could actually get past or stay ahead of both Austria and the Czech Republic.
Voltaire contracted syphilis just 2 blocks from here.
Isafir, thank you very much for the follow. Start competing in Europe. I mean, the reason that Dundalk are doing so well in Europe is because we've got 38 players out on loan, 7 of which are to Dundalk, and some of them are like good enough to play for us. Demiri, Stephenson, Viggers and Alonso would probably get in our team at times, but we keep them out on loan so Dundalk keep doing well in Europe, and it works. But that's really it. It's all about the loans. Dundalk are better. I think Dundalk are better than Partizan and Anderlecht. Like, I have to always look at... is it 8 now? Jesus. They've regularly qualified. Yeah, my youth index has been shit as well, the entire save. Chelsea Valent. Yeah, that's the plan. I think Dundalk are better than both Partizan and Anderlecht. Like, there's a reason why Dundalk were regularly able to... Like, 2 years in a row were able to qualify for the Champions League group stages. And they knocked out some good sides in order to do so. So to me... Do they have a chat group? Oh, you bet they must do. Oh, yes. What was the database lookup? Sorry. No, youth intake is... no, we haven't actually had it, have we? So, yeah. What was the lookup again? So, let's go back and sort that. Juliet. I was going to refund that one. We did the top scorer there. Japanese striker. Ten Hag. River. Peg. Ollie. That. Best junior gen in the same. Okay, cool. So, how exactly are we supposed to do this? I needed to be reminded of how we find the best new... Is it an award then? Goal 50 award? Maybe? But that's often very subjective. That could just be that player's had an okay season. World and checking top player. Oh, okay. So, like, just here. Okay, so top player in the world, allegedly. Look at top clubs. Oh, well, that's not player. That's clubs. Well, the value is meaningless. Value doesn't mean that the player's good. It just means that they are... So, a player at PSG will be worth more money than a player at Athletic Bilbao, even if that player is objectively better, just because of the way contracts work. I mean, Rafa Voss won the Ballon d'Or last year and is ranked at the top of that list, so I'd say he's certainly up there. This is the guy I was talking about earlier, yeah. The guy that started at Leuven, was at Milan and Chelsea. Yeah, he was at Chelsea, but they sold him because that's just what Chelsea do. I still think Vulcan's better. I honestly think Vulcan is better. I think of the two, I'd rather have Alejandro Vulcan. For me. He's got that aerial presence too. The one thing Voss is missing is... Yeah, Voss is just a little bit faster. The only way Voss is better, he's got better crossing because he's more of a wide player. And his technique's a tiny bit better, slightly better determination. He's a little bit better physically, but only in really the nippiness. Vulcan is ugly, though. How dare you? He's beautiful. Of the two, I'd rather have Vulcan. And obviously, Juliet's probably pretty far up there, too. Although, actually... Oh, there he is. Right at the very bottom of the list. Juliet's pretty good, too. The worst thing about Juliet is the fact that he was with us, and we could have kept him. Well, we couldn't, but you know what happened. He was a permanent player that was signed for our club. Voss's hair is better. True dat. Andrew Kane is surprisingly high up here, actually. Like, he's very good as well. He does look very Italian-Argentinian, doesn't he? Just that vibes. Like, he wasn't born, he was quarried. David Oliver's also very good. The former Fulham player. He's very Godin, yeah. It's like he's secretly Uruguayan. Oh, wow. Brøndby not looking good. They're all strikers, yeah. I think FM's used to favour them a lot. Let's see. Lots of these, don't care. Millie's just constantly... Has he like not got any games to play for Leicester? No, he hasn't really, does he? They do seem to be a lot of strikers on there. Never just about... Oh, you wait. Honestly, Fabio, mate. Carvalho, if he... Oh, Emmett, no. Oh. Not that he's in that role, but... Okay, here we go. Probably... Let's look at their second side. Oh, well, there we go. Anders Johannesson. It's not awful. Certainly worth a look. Willie St. Luce is a great name. So this is a guy here, Vinicius Rodriguez. Obviously, he won't talk to us, but you'd look at that and go immediately, that's the kind of player you want to be looking at. And then you look at him and kind of go, he's good, but he's not amazingly fast. He doesn't have any finishing, really, or he's like Jan Vosterek again. The kind of player that looks amazing on paper, but you put him in this match engine and he probably won't actually do that well. Like, he's only a 1 in 3 striker for Flamengo. Liverpool's way next year. Well, they can have this. Yeah, Payne is on. Well, that's Fulham's fault. Give players proper contracts. Like, we have this amazing habit of letting players running down their contracts way too easily, and I mean, it would be nice if we had a way of hanging on to players sometimes. That'd be good, but you know, what can you do about it? At least I feel like he'll actually get game time and he will develop at Liverpool. I remember there's still the chance of a sneaky loan back, but I actually don't think that's going to happen. And I really don't think it'd be good for us anyway. I think our best bet is to just look for a proper replacement that's going to be there long term. But at the moment, we're just losing players. Like, Seri's been released, or is going to be released, and Zambo and Gisa's clause to go to Napoli has been triggered, so we've lost more players than we've signed. In fact, we haven't signed anybody. So, that's a bit worrying, considering how long we've had to work on recruitment, given that we've known that we were going to be promoted for ages. There you go, Meatpop's happy to say it now. In fact, that means I can hold on for ages about a new contract for the moment. Actually, this might work now. Hang on. Sorry. He said to be... Oh, hang on. So he's still wanted. Right, okay, it's because he's still wanted. Okay, that's fine. As usual, liars. Yarmolenko. I don't know. a wonder. Why does it do that? That's true. We had to wait for the season tick over to get the rep boost. There you go. Vinicius out wide. That's going to be a big no. In fact, I want... Why does he always do that? Just put Rengifo in. Rengifo's really good. I promise. Luton just moved stadium. Oh, God. What's it called? Power Court. Is that like a planned one? I assume it must be, right? Because he's about believing elsewhere. Yeah, it's very, very mad. Renew any contract that has 2 years remaining. Well, I can't. Basically, I usually do 18 months. Particularly if I've got clauses, which I don't on him, obviously. That is a weird name, actually. Is that a real... Oh, so it is like a planned move. I see. Phil Jones, absolutely not. I don't think Phil Jones is as bad as people say, but I think that that's not really what we need right now. We need someone that isn't Tim Ream alongside Tosin Adebayo. I love Tim Ream. He's brilliant, but I don't think he can do another season in the Premier League, and I don't think he's really done it previously, honestly. He's just not there, sadly. Which is a shame, because don't get me wrong, I adore Tim Ream. But we need to find him a centre-back partner. How's Joachim Andersen doing? Can we have him back? Palace, if you're thinking? I'll have to check that after, Eric. That'll be like the last thing we do, actually. Because obviously F1 qualifying starts at 3. Pay to take Eric Bailly. We'll pay you to not pay us to take Eric Bailly. No, I mean, Tim Ream has been fantastic for Fulham in the Championship, honestly. He's genuinely been amazing. He's a really classy centre-back. It's just I don't think, particularly as he's a year older again, or 2 years older than the last time he was in the Premier League, he's not going to be... I just don't think he's going to get any better. Andre Schürrle still around. No. Man literally retired after playing for Fulham. That's how bad he was. Really? Why don't the Americans like Tim Ream? He seems to come across really well, but then maybe he's just not like... Is it because he plays in the UK? Is it because he's not domestic based? I don't know. He seems nice enough. Oh, no, I've never met the guy. Fulham have always had quite a long history of a lot of American players. Poor games of the World Cup qualifiers. Oh, in that case, fair enough. Oh, what a goal. Great finish. How old is Thomas Muller? Ah, true. He's no Jose Altidore. True that. Isn't good enough for anyone. Well, he's been great this season. Yeah, Vinicius is definitely hitting the numbers I want to see out of a striker that doesn't always play for us. Yes, Gamrot getting dicked by the real treaty here. That's a rarity. Solis and Milosevic scores. I'd expect Vinicius to hit 40 this year. And it's been a while since we've had a guy actually get to 40. Is Casey Keller available? Well, I know we've been heavily linked with lots of people. Like Strakosha is one of the people that we've been very strongly linked by. I feel a little bit for Marek Rodak, but I just don't know if he is good enough to be a Premier League goalkeeper for us. He's excellent at the Championship level, but maybe it's just because he's never had the chance, but whenever he has had the chance... I loved Brad Friedel. Do you know, chat? Do you know, chat? I once ran into Brad Friedel. It's been a while since we've ticked that one off the bingo card, isn't it? Did they only just come through, Jinxed? You better get in there, mate. You're going to miss it. I've heard he's shit. I've heard he's yelling about a goalkeeper or something. Hope you're insured. Honestly, it was a bit like that. He's built like a building. Do you think Brian Sessegnon would be a better player at this stage when he left Fulham? I think he would have been a better player had he not left. Because the problem you get is that you're never going to get guaranteed football. And that's always the case. But they know that going in. They take the money, they leave. But then... you can't really complain about the fact that they're not... They can't really complain about the fact that they're not playing. It's like, you know, you've got to back yourself, understandable, but then don't be surprised when you're not good enough for Spurs. That said, the Sessegnon deal is a bit different. He gave us more time than almost every one of these other players have, and we got a really nice transfer fee for him, so it's not like there's any... So I don't feel anywhere near as like, oh, gutted about that one, but it would have been nice if he hadn't left, because I just didn't feel like he was ever going to be able to get there so quickly. Players just leave clubs where they're getting regular game time and playing in a decent league, relatively decent league, too early, and then end up stalling their development out. It happens so often, but nobody ever fucking learns. Find out the restaurant. Yeah, but the thing is, there's no guarantee that we'd be able to sell him for that price again. That's one of those desperation transfers that you see. It's not always... that. I guarantee you in the next window, they will not put a bid in of that same amount. You'll sometimes see that a club will just go mad on the final day. Like that time, do you remember, chat, when Arsenal bid 47 million for Mihai Alaku? Ashbash! Thank you for the follow. Scott Sinclair, exactly. Evan Van der Sar when he was at Fulham. Well, there you go, and I bet he was lovely. I bet Moritz Volz would have been nice too. He seemed like a nice chap. Haaland learned. Haaland is the key example of doing it the correct way. Now, obviously, there are maybe other players that have tried that method as well and maybe not worked out, but yeah. Well, I think it's possibly because after years of different managers changeovers when he was at Spurs, he's had his gameplay change so many different times that he was such a great attacking threat for Fulham. He was basically not even much of a fullback. Yanafietz, thank you for the 22 months. How's it going, friend? Oh, is he 50 million good? No, that's my point. So randomly on the final day of the window, they'll do that sometimes. Oh, no worries, Zagrale, it happens. I'm sorry for being a grouch. The thing is, I realise that in an isolated scenario, it looks like, oh, you're being a bit tetchy. It's because that happens every time we get a large bid for a player that is one of our starting 11 players. We get the same conversation, and I have to defend the point every single time. Hero, thank you very much for the follow. You absolute hero. Hey, Ashmash. Still ill. Oh, shit. I hope you're all right, man. Yeah, I think that... oh, my God. How many goals are... nice. I hope they don't concede any more, honestly. Just stick with it. 89 goals. They're not going to hit the record by any means, are they? I think if you need the money, then obviously you have to factor that in, but we didn't. We had £116 million in the bank. It's not really every stream. It's just that every time we get a large bid for a player like that, that's like a player that... particularly goalkeepers as well. If they get 0-0s every game, they've only got 5 more matches. It's not going to happen, is it? Embrace yourself. I will. Right, I need to do that final lookup, which was best defender and midfielder of the save. And again, how would I figure that out? Because this is almost all strike. I guess we look for the first player that isn't a striker, right? Well, there's the best goalkeeper in the save, Franz Heller. Yeah, he's a little bit good, isn't he? Good, sweet ball sacks. Jesus, man, that's not the nice combo you got there. Hope you feel better soon, mate. Joe Fairs, midfielder. Oh, there you go. So probably the best midfielder. This is the thing. I don't think he is the best midfielder, honestly. I think he's just highly rated because he's at PSG. I think there are better midfielders in the game. It's just that's the issue. Oh, by the way, this was what's Majiggy's first. This was his strike partner for Croatia. I nearly signed this guy too, but we decided it was too expensive at the time. Regret. Yeah, Juliet's partner up front for Croatia is this guy, Victor Bermanets. Insane. I haven't seen any defenders yet, though. Ah, there he is. Yusuf Diop, a Senegalese who came through at fucking Diambars. Yeah, it's... the problem is we have a habit of finding players that we... this is the thing, chat. I'm quite good at finding players that I know are going to go on to be good. The problem is a lot of the time we can't afford them or they won't talk to us. But that right there is the very reason I don't sell players, because we can't guarantee it. Yeah, he's a bit good, isn't he? Hot diggity dog. 70 grand. That's basically their version of Jibril Deer, isn't it? Except Chelsea got even more money. Or rather, sold. Got even more... they paid them even more money. One little check in here, just to see if there are any things. I mean, check Bayrax. Might as well take the grand. Wait. What did I just click there? Oh, great. Hang on, wait. Has that gone up a bit? It has. Brannigan's worth even more now. He's a legit guy. I think this guy might actually be Barto's claws. I don't think Barto had one, did he? Best player ever. Oh, yeah. I can definitely see our youth intake being real good. Watch this striker be the greatest striker from Ireland ever. Maybe. You never know. It could work, right? I think it's just that glitch where it doesn't always show it. Alaku's hurt himself again. Damn it. Right, I'll save it there. I haven't actually saved it. Also, chat, do you notice how today we got through the entire stream without a single graphical glitch? Mad, innit? And that was with animated transitions. I know we didn't run any Harold Bishop Ultras or anything like that, but weird, innit? The weirdest little things. So bizarre that would happen. But no PowerPoint presentation, indeed. So damn weird. Right, who's online? So Clates can't be online anymore because he raided us. Big legend. What have we got? What have we got? What have we got? Who are we thinking? Oh, lots of people. Wow. I don't know if we have to scroll that far. That's kind of nice. Let's raid Ruskin with the 5 gifted at the very end there, my friend. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. That's very nice. Hang on. I can't do presents, or can I? No. I thought I might have had presents on this scene or something. They're in the background. Just know that they're there. I think Sean would be the right one, right? Sean makes sense. Let's raid Sean. I've just clicked on his stream. That's not what I meant to do. But at least I've got his stream open now. Hey. Let's raid Sean. Sean Garcia. Boom. Hope that's right. I can't see it behind the hype train. There we go. We got it. It is did. We're getting very close to 666. Well, we hadn't even noticed that. So, Tuesday stream. Big stuff because we've got 5 Champions League group wins to get through. We've got all the other Irish sides in action as well. That is going to be mental because, well, we need it. And also, then don't forget, next week as well, transfer window with a £60 million transfer budget. Anyway, yes, if you're new to the stream and you have enjoyed, drop a follow. That'd be gorgeous. I'll see you on Tuesday. And let's go right over to Sean. Poggy is also saying bye. You probably can't hear her, though. I'll see you soon. Hold your gun. Capybara.